Yada that boy. It's your boy Yuck Mouth in the house. Smoke a lot radio special. You feel me? We supposed to be interviewing the legendary Tone Capone any minute, man. As soon as he get free, he'll be tapping in, my friend. You feel me? Happy Sunday to everybody out there. Have a joyous weekend. It's sunny, you know what I mean? So get some money out there when it's sunny. You dig? It's your host with the most cool auto smoke, by the way. Tap in, play a log in, smoke a lot radio. We going all in, man. Home edition, home studio edition. You know how we do this. We still coming up on Thursday. You know what I mean? At the Coin Academy. Definitely gonna be back at the compound. You know what I mean? Let's let the notifications go out. Let's let the gang. You know what I mean? Everybody put them dragons in the chat. You know what I mean? Also, let me know where you tapping in from. You feel me? Tap in and tell a friend, man. Let them know we own, baby. Period. We got legendary Tone Capone tapping in a little bit later. You feel me? But I'm gonna give y'all some content until he taps in. You feel me? Straight up. What's popping with y'all though? Let's get proceedings with the proceedings. You dig? This evening, you know, I just came back from having a wondrous weekend. You know what I mean? Out there in the D. You see, I'm representing Detroit right now. You feel me? They hooked me up. Shout out to the plug, man. Shout out to my homie Willie J. Peso. Shout out to West Coast Meds. You know what I mean? They definitely hooked the boy up with the player pack, the cat pack. You feel me? Clothes, dro. And if you know, you know. What up, though? Shout out to everybody in the D, man. We killed it, man. Shout out to the function. You know what I mean? We did it big at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater, man, out there in the D on the water. We was performing on the water with boats pulling up and knocking behind us. You feel me? Yeah, we did it real big, man, in Detroit, man. Shout out my boy Swifty McVeigh from D12. He slid through. Shout out to the lineup, though. Shout out Scarface, you know what I mean? Shout out Too Short. You know, shout out Spice One. Shout out the Dog Pound. You know what I mean? We did our thing out there in the D. You feel me? And it was live instrumentation. Short and Face whole set is live band. That hit different. That live band hit totally different, man. Let my dog out the studio right quick. Hold up. Hold up, big swole up. Jake, you out of here? All right, buddy. Bye. Yeah, that live band is a monster, man. They killed it with the live band. You know what I mean? That's why it's called the function, because it's a live band. You know, with DJ Quick, Face and Short. They do it together, man. So big salute to the function, man. You know what I mean? I was glad to be a part of it. The Loonies, man, we tore that thing down to 10-0. You feel me? And big shout out to Lily, man, Corrupts manager, for hooking it up, man. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Big Hev too, man. You know what I mean? Always keeping us in the loop. You feel me? So yeah, man, you gotta be plugged in to stay plugged in. You feel me? That's why I'm wearing this, baby. You gotta stay plugged in to be plugged in, my friend. You feel me? Where everybody tapping in from? Let me see what the tap in looking like, man. You know what I mean? Okay, for Boston. Okay. Shout out to Boston in this thing, man. KC, man. I see your boy. I just left KC. We is lit in KC. Shout out my homie Bomba. You feel me? Oh, yeah, Kansas, man. What's happening, man? Yeah, put them dragons in the chat. Europe in this thing. What's happening? You know what I mean? The UK in this thing. I mean, yeah, Europe in this thing, man. Hey, the EU. The EU ski. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, y'all, that was Tone Capone about to tap in. You know what I mean? I got to get the crowd in the building. You know what I mean? Get the tap in, tapping in, man. Good. So I see your boy. You feel me? Pennsylvania on the tap in. I see your boy. Minnesota. Oh, he said Macadina. Okay, Macad. Okay, whatever you from, East Oakland. I see the 700 in this thing. What up, though? You feel me? Frisco on this thing, man. I see your boy. Yeah, man. He said, I see you at Gates with the boss plate. Absolutely, man. Come on, man. I love KC, man. If you go to KC and don't go to Gates, man, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. You better get your life right, Dynamite. You got it. Yeah, that's like coming to LA and don't hit Roscoe's, man. You tripping. Long Beach in this thing. I see you, champ. Louisville, Kentucky. I see your boy. DJ Hendrix. I see you, man. Town business. DJ Hendrix in this thing, man. What's happening with your boy? Detroit and Carolina. I see your boy. Yeah, y'all in this thing, man. Okay. They said, boom, I put an order in for the Thug Lord New Testament on vinyl. Ooh, share photos. Yeah, we need to get that going, Playboy. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. But yeah, we're gonna get this interview going with the legendary Tone Capone, aka the producer. I got 5 on it, you know what I mean? One of the reasons why we got all these plaques on the wall, you feel me? It's long overdue, man. You know what I mean? Let's get my homie in here, you know what I mean, to tell his story, his side of you know, everything that he's done in life, man, because we ain't heard the Tone Capone story yet, man. You know what I mean? We need to get him in here and just give us the whole history, you feel me? And including, everything that's going on right now. And, the legendary stuff he done did, include, everything he did with us, the Loonies, man. So my homie in the building, man. Let's get Tone Capone, the legendary Tone Capone in this thing. Tone Capone, what's happening with you, Playboy?
What's up with it?
Oh man, another day above ground, man. You feel me? Deserves a crown. You dig?
Man, for sure, for sure.
Facts, man. How
Yeah,
you been? How you been,
I'm
champ?
good, man. I'm good, man. I'm, getting ready to get back cranking again, man. I just took a little break from it, but now I'm about to stir it back up, man.
That's what's up. You know you're my favorite producer to work with, man. So I can't wait. I've been begging you to get back and doing your 1-2, man. So I can't
Yeah.
wait, man. And it's so easy right now, man. Everything. I know you don't fuck with all the new type of shit like the Logic and all that shit, but it's so easy with this shit. They got the sounds and shit programmed in and shit already. You don't need too much equipment.
Well, you know what? You know what? It's a place for all that, man. You still got to know how to do it. You can have
Right,
logic and all that shit, but you still got to have some kind of groove, man, to make it right.
right. Speaking of that, you being a producer, how you feel about that? Is Logic cool and all the little shortcuts they got for production, or you think that's like
Um,
stopping real live instrumentation and real people knowing how to really actually make beats?
well, you know what? It's it's good and bad because it's good for creativity and it's good for people that are just starting. That it gets them excited to get involved in music. But at the same time, like when we started, we had to actually, it was different, man. We had to put everything on tape. It was a long process to actually make music. You really had to sit down there and sit with engineers and track out everything. And now you could just press a button and it's tracked. It goes straight to it turns MIDI directly in the audio, like with the press of a button. So, but back then we used to have to tape and sit and wait for the whole thing to go through. Like we had
Oh,
to listen to the whole song, as many tracks as you had. That's how many times you had to sit and listen to the song, take tape it every time.
so if the
So
song was 5 minutes, you had 40 tracks on that motherfucker because 48 is on the board.
there you
You had at
go.
least if you had at least you had to listen to that bitch 40 times to import every sound in that bitch.
Times 5 minutes.
And not including the vocals. That's just the tracks. Now you get to the vocals.
Exactly.
Oh my lord.
Exactly. So
Yeah, it's a
it's a
lot.
little different, and I would tell people to maybe at least understand where it comes from, so they understand how what it took to actually create back then. It was a whole different ball game, man. So a lot of these producers now, they got it kind of easy. You know, they don't have to dig and look. We used to have to really dig and search and look through records, and like we didn't have all that, splice and all these different things where you could just go find a loop that somebody already made for you and you could use it. You had to make your own loops and create your own shit. So it was a little different back then, man. You had to actually dig and do. You had to be like a damn scientist, man, and do some research with the shit.
Yeah, you had a library of albums, and niggas
Oh
don't know
yeah,
like carrying crates and shit and all that shit. Like niggas talking about the crates, man. That's how niggas got their sounds. You had to sample from records
yeah,
and shit to
for
get your
sure.
sounds.
Like
That
I
shit wasn't
started as a
programmed in a
DJ.
computer.
I
Okay.
started as a DJ, so I was collecting. I spent money. I spent money on shit. Nowadays, you ain't even got to spend no money. You could just go to YouTube and listen to shit. Go to YouTube and take some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's how they do it now. But
Oh yeah.
but we did it differently. We had to go buy the record. We had to dig through records.
No, to find it, to fucking buy it and try to
Yeah.
find it is hard. Shit, let
Oh
alone
yeah,
buy it, but try to
for
find
sure.
it. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
the old school shit from the 60s and the 70s and the 50s and shit like that. The
Exactly.
old school jazz samples and shit. You gotta hopefully you'll find it. And that should be on the little mini joints. Like what's the little small albums called? The little
Oh,
small little
45s.
the 45s. They'd be on the 45 or something, nigga. Like that type of shit. So not only digging, you have to find that shit. That's why you say you got to be damn near a scientist, nigga, and a researcher, because it's hard to find these fucking albums. Period.
Yeah, niggas was like archaeologists.
Right, like nigga, like how motherfucking fucking what's the nigga name? Indiana Jones. It's just niggas got to
Yeah,
find
man.
the secret tomb and shit.
We was digging, man, for real.
Yeah, for real, bro. So let's take it back there then. Okay, let's start the beginning of Tone Capone. First of all, what was your first DJ name or what was your first industry name
so
before
when I
Tone
first
Capone?
started, I went by DJ Smooth G.
I could see
DJ
that.
Smooth G. Yep. So I was
Okay.
DJing and you know I
And what year was this?
well, that was probably from, you know, right when I was maybe like the last couple years of high school, going, you know, right out of high school. So like it was like 82, 83, 84, right in that area. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So I
Okay.
really started taking DJing a little bit more serious. You know, one of my biggest first gigs was I DJ'd the record release party for Digital Underground
Oh shit.
at the Omni, right at the end where Telegraph uh and Shattuck meet, right by that Jack in the Box in Oakland, North
Right.
Oakland, right there.
Right. Okay.
So there used to be a club there. We used to have a club right in the hood
Wow. In the
called the
north.
Omni. Yeah, the Omni. And
Wowzers. That's
Digital Underground did their record release party there for what was that song
do
called?
what you like. Do what you like.
Oh, it was before that. It was the first one.
I thought it was do
Damn,
what you like.
man, it was something before Do What You Like. It was a
Humpty
song
Dance.
before that. Nah, I gotta look it up, but it was a song before Do What You Like. And my boy AJ, he was working with him at that time. And he's the one that hired me to do the party because he used to work for TNT Records at that time.
So they didn't have DJ Fuse at this time.
They had DJ Fuse, but Fuse was getting ready. He was gonna perform that night, so he
Oh,
wasn't
because he was
DJing.
Raw Fusion. He was Raw Fusion with Money
No,
B.
he was in Digital Underground, but they was performing because it was a record release party for them, and I think they did a song or two. Because you know Tommy Boy was there, and man, after that, them boys got a deal. Right after
At
that,
that time, yeah, they had like two niggas on the pianos, and I think Fuse was one of
yep,
the niggas on the piano. So that's why you was a DJ. Okay, I get it.
yeah. Fuse was in Digital Underground, so I was up there spinning, and oh, I think it was Life's a Cartoon or something like that.
I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, it was their first shit, but it was under TNT Records, and they had a record release party for it. And like Do What You Like came a little bit after that, but that was when it was on Tommy Boy. So yeah, so that was one of my
What
first
year? What
big
year is
gigs.
this? What year is this?
This was like in about maybe like 87, 88, maybe somewhere around
Oh,
maybe
so
it was early,
so three,
mid
4
80s.
years and 3 to 4 years into DJ, and you with the big dogs already.
Yeah, and the second, I mean, well, probably the most major party I did back then was in '88. It was I DJ'd the Turf Club for Lil D.
I was about to say you was at that party, the Little D party, when he pulled up in that motherfucking Porsche, nigga.
I DJ'd that party.
You lying? Oh my god! Come on, tell me about that party. That party was so fucking
It was,
legendary. I was a little
oh
nigga, bro.
my God, it was so big. I'll never
Tone,
forget.
you
Like,
DJ the Turf Club, nigga. I didn't know that.
yeah, Melvin Landry was the one that hired me. That's D's best partner.
Oh my God. Come on, man. I can't wait to
Mel
tell.
Landry went to Berkeley High with me. We was all in the same class of '84, Berkeley High.
Oh wow. This nigga DJ the Turf Club, little D party.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Talk about it, man. How was the atmosphere? That
So
was one of the
man,
boss motherfuckers. Yeah.
it was the movies before the movies, man. That
Legendary.
shit, oh my God, bro. It was so many people up in there. It was the biggest party I've ever DJ'd. And I'll
A lot
never
of
forget
bosses, a lot of
Hammer came
Rolexes, a lot of
through.
Rolex chains,
Oh
a
my
lot of nuggets
goodness.
and shit, a lot of rings and
Bally sweatsuits. Niggas was fitted out. Just man, the town was so lit. It was everybody though. It was Berkeley, it was Richmond, East Oakland. Everybody was there. Hey, everybody came through there, man.
Frisco was there
Vallejo,
definitely.
Frisco, everybody came through there.
Oh wow.
Yep.
What the
That
fuck,
shit
bro?
was huge. I mean, it's not many people that get to rent out a racetrack to have a party.
That's where you rented out. That's where the Turf Club was at, a
The
racetrack.
Turf Club was at Golden Gate Fields.
Oh my lord, what?
Golden Gate Fields, that's where the Turf Club was.
What the fuck? I was gonna ask where the Turf. It was in Frisco at
Right
Golden Gate
there,
Field.
it's between the Berkeley Marina and the Albany Marina, right there.
Oh yeah, right
Right
there.
off the
Okay.
80, right off Highway 80. Yep, off the Gilman exit.
Oh wow.
Yep,
Damn.
that's the Turf Club, man.
Oh wow.
It was the biggest shit going.
What was the
You,
capacity? About 5,000 or something? 10,000?
oh man, yeah, it was huge, man. It was
Oh,
huge.
what
It
the
was
fuck,
huge.
bro?
The
That's
boy,
legendary.
MC Hammer he just started making his wave, right? And I remember him coming up to me. He was hyped. He was like, "Man, put this on, man. It'll get it going." Right? He gave me that Bustin' Records. It was a red vinyl, a red label vinyl, and I think it was "Let's Get It Started." He
Oh
gave
my
me two.
God.
He
He
gave
he
me two
premiered Let's
copies.
Get It. Hold on. He premiered Let's Get It Started at the Turf Club at D
Oh
Party.
man, for
Oh my
sure he
lord.
did. I remember him giving it to me, and I was like, I put it on. I put on the hammer. You feel me?
Wow. Wow.
And they got it cranking too, boy. Man, believe me or not, man, the hammer, man, his shit used to have shit going at parties, boy. I don't care
Nah,
what
Hammer
nobody
was
say.
lit. Hammer
That
was
nigga
lit.
was a that nigga was an entertainer for sure, boy. All he and people talk about who was the biggest out of the band. I don't got no question who was the biggest.
It's
Hammer.
Hammer, bro. Hammer off the
Yeah.
top. He sold more than anybody. I say that off the rip. Hammer and Pac. But then you got to
Oh yeah.
tuck them away because them the two niggas that went diamond from the Bay. Now you go down
Oh
the
yeah.
list. You know what I mean? Now you got to make
Too
your list.
short.
Too Short, 40. You know what I mean? Keek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dre. You know what
But
I
see,
mean? Jack.
I remember Too
Fab.
Short in high school. I used to go to Castlemont, right? And
Hold
we would
on,
be
nigga. I
across.
thought you went to Berkeley High.
I went to Berkeley High, I went to Castlemont, I went to Oakland Tech and San Lorenzo, nigga.
Oh, you sound like me, nigga. I went to Oakland Tech. I went to Oakland High. That's about it.
Yeah, man.
I got my
I
GED at
lived
juvenile
I
hall.
lived niggas don't even know. I lived in North Oakland most of my life, but I lived on the east. I lived up 106th and Piermain. I lived on 97th and A Street. I lived, all over there, man.
Oh,
I used
nigga,
to,
Tone. Yeah,
oh
Tone is from the
man,
town. Where you born in? The town of Berkeley.
I was born in Berkeley at Herrick
Okay.
Hospital
Off
on
top.
the Whiteway. Yep.
Off top, man. You still a fucking town legend, man, to me, man. Period. Berkeley,
Man, I,
they gotta share you with us, man. No Frank Ocean, man, no Diddy Bop, but Tone is ours too, nigga. You part of the town, nigga, for
man,
sure.
come on, man.
Nigga,
I
you
spent a
you
lot. All
DJ'd
my
at
all
Blue. You DJ'd at the Turf Club, nigga. That's legendary. I shut shit down
man,
right there. Stop it.
man.
Stop.
Straight up. I thank Melvin for hiring me. That was a great experience. I ain't going. I
Damn.
remember I had these big ass speakers, had two 18s in them, in each sub. Oh my god, my shit was pounding.
So you bought your own sound system too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tone, you a
Yeah, I had
DJ ass.
hella shit I had to bring. I had to get a truck to bring it, man. I had it was like 4 speakers, but they was some monster speakers, boy, and it had that shit pounded. I'll never forget all that shit I was playing back then. The 3 times dope and all that shit was out back then, man. Steady B, all that shit, niggas, all the D
You
boys
know,
wanted to hear.
you know who had knock?
Who?
KRS-One. Any
Oh
KRS-One nigga
yeah.
you played was dumbass knocking, nigga. I
Oh
mean, he
my
had
god, that my
dumbass 808.
philosophy, that my
Oh my
philosophy shit. Oh my goodness.
man, what was that one that had boom, 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 boom? Come to teacher. That shit go boom, boom, boom. Oh, he
That
had
was probably
slaps.
it might have been on that album too. It might have been on the My Philosophy album.
It was.
But
It
yeah,
is on that album. That
yeah,
motherfucker, boy. Yeah, he
yeah.
was knocking, boy. KRS had some 808 like a motherfucker in his songs, my nigga.
Oh
For
yeah,
real.
yeah.
For real.
Jack of Spades, that was his hit at the time.
Mhm.
That shit was banging.
And then I know you was banging Too Short in that motherfucker too.
Oh hell yeah, man. Girl, all that shit. I had all them silver vinyls Dean Hodges had put out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dean Hodges was one of my partners back then. And he was
Wowzers.
the
Hold
one that
on.
had the what was it called? The label he had called something girls,
75 girls.
75 girls, yep. Yep, that was all his shit was on that back then. He might have had back then, he might have had that one.
Freaky Tales. What was that on? That was on 75 girls too. So you in the matrix. What you say?
That one where you use the average white band.
Oh my lord.
But that
Oh,
shit used to bang so hard, boy. His shit, boy.
I just did a show with this nigga this weekend. I just came from the
Yeah,
function with Face and Short. They doing this shit live band right now. They killing that shit. But I just performed with
yeah.
them in
I
Detroit this
talked to
weekend.
Face this morning. Yep.
Yeah, him and Warren Lee. I was out there with him, Warren Lee, his son. You know, Face son. I gave him
Oh yeah,
the
Chris.
transfer, the transplant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man,
Chris.
I saluted that nigga. I tell them, thank you, my nigga. Thank you, thank you, thank you, bro.
Yeah, that
Period,
was a
my nigga.
beautiful
Like, you
thing,
a
man.
brave man for real. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, we was getting down. We told motherfucking Detroit up. We was performing on the water, nigga, at the Aretha Franklin amphitheater, man.
Oh, that's
Everybody
dope.
came out. That bitch was this shit was lit. We bought the city out, man. But yeah, man,
I
it's
bet.
always good to see the old alumni and shit. But back to you, man, because you the real alumni, my nigga.
My nigga.
Okay. So look, after the Turf Club, right? You're DJing and
Yeah.
shit. What's your next big DJ groove, or when did you get into producing, or
All
when did
right,
you? Because I heard you
there
you
was
told me something. Go ahead, do your
so
story, because
so
I'll
here
let you
was the
tell your own
thing.
story.
So there was a thing that happened. There was like back in like '87. I had met this dude. I was working at a Whole Earth Access, man, and I was working in the shoe department, right? And I met this dude named Paul, and Paul, I guess he was working in this group with One Drop Scott.
Right.
So him and One Drop, I guess they had uh did a song called Surf or Die, and they got a deal with Profile Records.
Oh, One Drop Scott.
Yeah, it was One Drop. Yeah, One Drop Scott and Paul. That was really the original Surf MCs. So
Oh
what they
wow.
needed to, Scott was in another group called the Freaky Executives. So he couldn't really do nothing in the Surf MCs. So they put together a group to perform as the Surf MCs. So I got one of my partners from Berkeley, my boy Ivan, and then I think we had this dude that was a rock guitar player named Phil. So they put us we were all together and we were the Surf MCs, and we shot a video for it. All that was touring. You know, like we was touring with all profile artists though, Dana Dane and let's see who else. I don't think we ever did nothing with Run DMC, but I know we did something with Dana Dane for sure.
Bro, that's
And
huge,
he and
nigga. Just Dana
him
Dane
and Clark
alone,
him
nigga.
and
Hold
Clark
on, oh,
Clark
slow
Kent.
down, slow down. Nigga, you was on tour with Dana Dane, nigga. Hold on, you just said the Turf
Yeah.
Club. Now you on tour with Dana Dane, nigga. super legendary. Nigga, talk about that experience. How was it being on
Oh
tour
yeah,
with Dana
yeah,
Dane?
for
Did y'all have
sure.
to step y'all shit up? Like, was this show like, because I
Man,
know
yeah,
performing
because
with legends,
we was rookies. We was
yeah,
straight
you gotta
rookies.
take
Yeah,
notes. You gotta take notes. You feel me?
yeah,
Relax
we
and
was
take
rookies,
notes.
man. Yep, and
Yeah.
Dana Dane, like like it was rough out there because it was me and a bunch of white boys, rocking the stage and shit. So it was like but we was doing shows in damn near all black spots. That it was all black fans. But then there was a couple we was doing by the beach. There was more white people, but that was just
Mm,
shows when it was just us. But then
right.
when we got on the profile shows, it was a more of a black crowd. So it was a little bit of a mixed review for us there because the music wasn't as soulful as everything else they was hearing, but it was a challenge. So Dana Dane gave us words of encouragement, man. He was like, man, y'all just got to keep doing that shit, man. You're going to start out. Some people ain't going to understand what you're doing. It takes time. You know what I mean? He was like, when he first started, man, fans wasn't warmed up to him. They were saying he sounded like Slick Rick, and he had to go through some shit. So he really, he embraced us and gave us, words of encouragement, man. That shit was I appreciate that shit from him, man. That dude, he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, one
legendary
time
shit.
we did a show at the World on Wheels, right?
In LA, in
Back
LA.
in LA in South it's in South Central. And that
Right.
shit
Right
was
in the middle, right by
crazy.
Roscoe. It's on
Yep,
Pico.
that's it. We did a show there and that shit was crazy as fuck. Like we came outside, like we had a publicist that came to see the show, right?
Right.
Nigga, he had a nice ass caddy, right? And we came outside, nigga. It was a bullet hole as big as a 50-cent piece in that nigga shit. So you already know what that means.
Ouchies. That nigga was spooked. Let's get out of here. Exit stage left. Retreat. Autobots. Retreat. Let's go, nigga. You in the Matrix, man. I think your shit freezing up. But you gotta tell that story over, but nigga. They say I was
You
smoking like
there?
Don Juan. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
trying to keep my teeth right, man. Nigga, teeth falling out and shit for fucking gum disease and shit for smoking this tobacco with the so I ain't letting my teeth fall out, nigga. They said I had gum disease. I can't smoke this tobacco, so I'm smoking it through my motherfucking nose, nigga, like Bishop Don Juan, man. Save the teeth.
Hey, nigga, I told you a long time ago it was about Taylor's, man. Fuck them blunts.
Yep, I'm going back to Taylor's. I'm just smoking my little blunts through the nostril and then Taylor's through the mouth. You know what I mean? Through the oops. You feel me? I ain't smoking
Yeah.
no blunts through the mouth ever again. Period.
Oh no, man, that shit'll give you lip cancer, bro.
Oh shit.
That shit
Tell
is you got to be careful about that shit.
I should give you gum
Yeah.
disease, bro. I got gum disease from smoking blunts, my nigga. Literally, and it deteriorates your gums and shit. The more it deteriorates your gums, teeth fall out, nigga. I had a back tooth fall out, nigga, like a side tooth. Like fuck that. I get it.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
need no more. I don't need no
Yeah.
more teeth to fall out, nigga. I got it.
Hell yeah. And as
Fuck
you get
that.
older, man, them type of things start happening.
Yeah, dude, my nigga. Yeah, this whole side tooth right here. Nigga, see it right here. A whole side tooth fell out, nigga. Like, nigga, ouch.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, nigga, that I know smoke blunts got this one right here. This one side tooth out right here at the top.
Hey, fuck them blunts, man.
Yeah, for real.
Hey,
Absolutely.
so
Back to you though.
anyway,
Go ahead.
so
Tell that story.
so
Tell because you went to the Matrix a little bit. I mean, when your shit your frequency was fucked up. Tell that story. What you were just saying.
all right, so yeah, man. The one about the car got shot up, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
What happened
we just
after the car got shot up?
I mean, we got up out of there, but I mean, we wasn't like, we just like, damn, that's some shit right there, bro. That's a big ass bullet hole. Niggas was like, hey, hey, and it probably was just some niggas shooting at each other, and it just hit the nigga's car.
That's
You know what I'm
exactly what it
saying?
was. That's exactly what it.
Yeah.
I don't think no nigga had it out for him, like to
Oh
shoot a
no,
nigga
that
car
dude,
up.
hell no, that dude was a he was one of them TMZ looking ass niggas, man. He wasn't, he
Right.
wasn't no, he wasn't no nobody like that.
He
So
was a
yeah,
nerd. He was a square from Delaware, man.
straight
It
up,
happened.
straight up, straight up.
Yeah, it
So
happened.
yeah, so we did that for a minute, right? And
Right.
the thing was about that group is that I started learning about how niggas do as far as when they in control of some shit. So that was the first time I experienced like, okay, these niggas don't want to let me do no beats. Um,
So you was producing at this time.
well, I was fucking with it. Like
Okay.
I had been at the house fucking with shit, turntables, drum machine, and I was fucking with it. I had just started. I was grinding a little bit trying to get my money up so I could get an SP 1200.
Right.
So at that time, we when we was doing the Surf MCs, like we kept telling them niggas like, man, we need the 808 and our shit, bud. And then the Beastie Boys, they came with the 808 and they blew up. Nigga, this nigga went and got us a 909, nigga. I was like, man, fuck that. The 909 is cool, but that ain't the sound we looking for. That
So he
ain't
tried
it.
to step
That
it up
ain't
like,
it.
nigga, fuck a 808. I got you the 909. This is better. He was like, nah, we
Yeah,
fuck
like
with the
nah,
808,
that
nigga.
ain't it. Nah, that ain't it, bro.
That ain't
So
him,
yeah,
man.
so basically what it was one drop and this nigga named Norm Kerner. They was the producers. Basically, Norm was the producer, and Scott was doing all the music shit. He had control of doing the music. So they didn't want to let a nigga get on, man. Like like they didn't let a nigga do no beats. So I was kind of discouraged by that, but I kept doing my shit. And then like around that time, like I started fucking with Money B's dad, Bobby Beats, and he started managing me.
Shout out to Money B Dad. That nigga a boss, nigga.
Straight
Shout out to
up,
Money B
straight
too.
up,
You know what I mean? Big shout out to
straight
Digital,
up.
whole family, man. Big
Yeah,
rest in
Black
peace
Panther, Black Panther,
to
straight up,
Greg, man. Big rest in peace to motherfucking Shock G. Definitely.
straight up. So yeah, so it's cracks me up how many times that I've had interactions with Digital Underground, bro. And like I've just been around them niggas and been close to what they were doing and involved around that scene, right? So, like,
Mhm.
here's another thing that ended up happening. So, between the time when I really started getting into it, I think I had just got the SP 1200, right? And
Right.
as soon as I got the SP 1200, some nigga snitched on me. So I had to stop grinding for a minute. I had to chill out. So, but what that did do is it made me now I'm at home. I'm going to work, but now I'm coming home and I'm working on beats. And all I'm
Slaps.
doing is fucking with the SP 1200. So no more
Learning that boy.
grinding. Yeah, I'm learning it. Yep. So
So hold on. Nobody
um,
taught you how to use it. You learned how to work it yourself.
yeah, straight up. Yep.
Oh wow! Most motherfuckers have a nigga that a producer that like give them they
Nah,
board they had and like here how you work it, give them the sounds. Here's the little floppy disk because back then it was floppy disk, right? That you had to pump in,
yep.
right?
Straight up. Straight up. Yep. Yep.
So
So I
you'll
started
load up your own floppies with your own sounds and do your 1-2.
all that. Well, I started sampling and started making my own floppies.
That's what I said. Make your own floppy,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. I started making my own little drum kits and all that shit. And like when y'all met me, I was still fucking with the SP.
Right.
So
Facts. That's why that shit slap how it do. You feel me?
yeah, Bobby started managing me, and then he had me what did he have? He had me DJ at Defirmary Park, and we did a show at Defirmary Park. Also, I had this rapper named uh Jason, and Jason had his shit was kind of militant, so Bob liked his shit, and we performed for Geronimo Pratt's homecoming when he got out of jail.
Oh wow, what the man?
Yep.
You talking legendary shit, man. You performed at Geronimo Pratt's homecoming, bro.
Yeah, Defirmary Park in West Oakland. Yeah, straight
God
up.
damn, man, legendary. See, that's why we need your story out here, Tone, man. People want to see your face. They're like, why we can't see Tone, man? He probably in the car making moves and shit, wiggling, doing life. Life be life, man. We lucky he even doing this interview. You don't get Tone Capone interviews. You feel me? So we
Yeah,
appreciate your
straight
time, my
up.
brother. I know you're a busy man, man. So tap in however you could tap in. But the fans, they like, oh, we can't see his face. Hey, next time, Genuine, when
Don't
he come to
worry.
the studio live and
Don't
direct.
worry.
You feel me?
Don't worry. Give me a month or so, and I'll be back fully in effect.
You feel
Um.
me? Beats and everything. They slap a bellies,
Yep.
everything. You feel me?
Yep. Straight up. Straight up. So yeah, so we did that, man. We worked on that for a minute, and you know, uh, so at that time, I'm just kind of like trying to find rappers to fuck with me, right? And
Right.
then I ended up meeting Father Dom and JH.
Oh, Father
So I
Don, my
started
nigga.
fucking. So I started fucking with them,
Doing
and
they
then
beats.
TMD,
Production.
and TMD. I met TMD. So these are the niggas I start fucking with. TCAP Productions, all these niggas, Dangerous Dame,
Yeah.
all them niggas. Yep. So
So
that's
you were
what
doing
world I
production
was
for
in at
Dangerous
that time.
Dame and all them niggas?
Yeah.
What you do for Dangerous Dame?
I didn't do nothing for Dame. He was just in TCAP, but I knew him from back then. Like, cause
Okay, okay.
he was a top dog on the roster. He had that I call your name. He
Y'all
was
call your name, right?
yeah, like one of the first niggas I think that had a deal. I
Yeah,
think he was
and went platinum, I think, in the Bay. The first nigga,
he
I mean,
was
far as
on
besides Hammer, you feel me?
yeah, he was on Atlantic Records. I want to say that's what label he was on. But
Yeah.
so I'm working with Father Dom, JH,
Oh,
TMD.
somebody said Father Don was the first Larry June. You absolutely right. Keep it going though. My bad.
Yep. So me and JH got, we got to working, and then I did an album for TMD first for Capital Tax, right?
Oh,
So
Capital Tax was legendary too. Super
yeah,
legendary.
so basically this is what happened. We started shopping shit. I hooked up with a manager. We was working over at this dude Dave's house over in Berkeley, uh, over on Parker Street in Berkeley. He had a little garage studio, and we was over there. I would take my shit down to his house. I'd bring my SP, and then we would track beats out and do all that shit. And then we met a manager, and he decided I'm gonna put up the money and we're gonna go record this shit. So we started recording the shit down in San Jose at this Bruce Tambling studio. Um, Man, next thing you know, bruh, like we started having all these motherfucking A&R dudes and label vice presidents and presidents coming through. So Benny Medina, he comes through. He's like, man, I want to sign y'all. But shit,
Hold on, y'all. This is Benny Medina that got J Lo, the big dude. The big guy. Damn, y'all
yeah,
had Benny
yeah.
a meeting with Benny.
Fresh Prince is that's his life story. Fresh Prince. That's
All right,
about
right.
him. That story is about him. So, yeah. So Benny came through. I mean, this nigga had a 22 in his fucking shirt pocket. He was, he was coming to Oakland. He knew, like,
He knew
he
what
already,
time it was.
yeah, he knew what was up. So,
City of Dope. You gotta
so
be careful.
exactly. So he left. Like, he told us he wanted to sign us, and we thought we about to get a deal on cold chilling or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the nigga leaves, and we never see him again.
Nah,
Right?
Benny did the
No.
57 fake on niggas.
Yeah, he did. Right.
Oh,
So then,
wowzers.
so then the nigga Tom Wally comes through.
Oh, wow. You talking legendary names, bro. Tom Wiley slid through.
Nigga Tom Wally came through right after he signed Guess Who?
Wowzers. Damn.
Tupacalypse.
So after he signed Tupac, he came to holler at y'all.
He came over to our studio and then he was talking to us about a deal, but that didn't go through. That didn't go through. So it was plenty of people we hollered at. We talked to Joy Bailey, the one that had that hooked Hammer up with Capital. My boy Kenny was at Capital at the time. And then Kenny ended up going to RCA. So Kenny, he loved my production. So Kenny said, man, I need you to do something for me for this new group I got. I got these 3 girls, man, called SWV.
Hold on, Tone. You produce for SWV?
Yes.
Oh my lord. See, now this nigga talking some shit. Oh my lord. Talk your
Yeah,
shit. Continue the
straight up.
story. I didn't.
Straight
That's
up.
legendary, my nigga. I ain't never see
So
you telling us a lot of shit that we. That's why it's good to do interviews, man. Get the story
yeah,
out there. What I tell you yesterday, I said, man, you need to tell your story, man. Fuck what everybody
yeah.
else got to say. Let's
So
hear what you
all
got to say. So
so
back to
after
SWV
so look, yeah, back to
and Tom
SWV.
Wiley.
So all this shit is happening. I'm meeting hella A&R niggas, right? All the niggas that signed Diamond D and all the niggas out at Mercury and signed Brand Nubian. All these, my nigga Kenyatta Jackson, all these niggas was top label motherfuckers back then. So, so we ended up getting a deal for 2 groups through Lil Silas, or no, it was not Lil Silas, it was Ernie Singleton. Ernie Singleton was the head of MCA
Oh shit! At the time.
at the time. So Capital Tax signed first, JH&G signed second. So I'm getting
Wow.
paid for both these groups for producing. So I'm starting to get, I'm starting to make money from this shit. I'm like really starting to take this shit serious. I'm like, I've been seeing, so SWV went 3 times platinum. So I'm seeing money from that. And now I'm seeing money from the 2 groups I just got a deal for with MCA. And then all of a sudden, MCA is like, hey, we need you to do a remix for Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh my God. Hold on, man. God damn. Hold on. You did some shit for the God MC?
Casualties of War. Matter of fact,
No.
it might not even have been Eric B. It might have just been Rakim.
Yeah, that's what I said. The God MC.
Yeah, it might have been Rakim. I think might have had a solo deal with MCA.
Hold on, man. You said the God of War?
Yes, no, it's called Casualties of War.
Casualties of War. I got it. Hold on, man. We got it.
Yep. Tone Capone. It's called the DJG remix. So yeah, man. So I'm getting work. I'm making money.
Yep. Eric B. and
You know.
Rakim. Hold
Yep.
on. I'm gonna take a little mob listen. Hold up. Talk your shit though.
So yeah, I'm making money. I'm like shit riding Acura coupes and I first nigga in Oakland to have a Lexus coupe. You know what I'm saying? Like this was like in '93. The coupe came out in '92. The one all the D boys started buying later. Niggas starting to make money. I'm like, man, this shit is some serious shit right here. It's money in this shit.
Yeah, you were the one of the first niggas in with the Lex. My nigga Scooby had the Lex. No, who had the Lex first? I think my nigga whatchamacallit. One nigga slid through the Ville in the Lex first. I think it was Scooby or my nigga Carl. It either was Carl or Scooby. I think it was Carl from
I got
69.
mine. I got mine in '93, so I know that.
I think Carl came through and yeah, he came through
It
like around
came.
that
It
time.
came out. It came out in
He
'92.
had, he had the coupe. He didn't have the GS. He had the
Yeah, I had the
SC.
coupe. I had the money
The
green
SC.
coupe. Yep,
The
SC
SC.
400.
Uh-huh.
Yep, and
Yeah,
I
you
had
was
seen
the
it.
first though that I seen with it besides my nigga in the Ville. 2 niggas in the Ville had one. But besides my niggas in the Ville, it was only you. That's the 3 niggas I seen with a Lex when they first came out. Literally.
Yep. So
Because you
I'm
had the
really seeing.
Lex when we were going to the
So
studio. We started going to the studio with you in 93. So
that's right. That's right. So the first time I met you guys, see, people don't realize I met you guys separately. Because I met you as JJ. You wasn't even Yuck yet. I met
When you
you as
meet JJ?
JJ. I met you as JJ because this broad brought you through. Her name was, it started with a K.
Oh, you talking about the bitch from the Berkeley chick?
Yep, her name started with a K, like not Kenyatta, but it was
What
some
the
shit
fuck her
like.
name, man? God damn.
Yep,
Ah,
she
shit.
brought you through my crib by yourself first, and then TMD brought Numbskull by himself on a whole
Wow.
separate note. So I met you guys separate first before I met you guys as the Loonies, and then Chris got together with y'all and then put y'all together, and then that's how y'all. That's when the Looney era started. So niggas don't really know. Like we hooked up. I think it was the end of '93, probably when I was living in North Oakland, across from Bushrod Park,
Right. Facts.
right? And then Chris came through, and I was over there working with Mike Marshall. Now, see,
Nah, not when we did the 5 on the shit, we did it by itself. Then you put Mike Marshall on it without us even being there.
right? But what I'm saying is, when we first did it, Mike was there. Mike came by, or Mike, actually Mike was there with me because we was working on his shit, and you guys came by, and Mike was just sitting in the cuts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
so
okay.
that's when we got the idea to put him on there, because he was right there, and then I already knew like his whole story. I had known like his manager it did him wrong on his royalties, and it took him a minute to want to get back into music because he felt jaded, man. He was like, damn, these niggas fucked me out of some money. Like that nigga was supposed to get a grip of money, and his manager took it, man. So he wasn't, he went through some shit, man.
Right,
You
right.
know,
So he wasn't even feeling the game at this time, and y'all got him
yeah,
back in it
like
like
it
fuck
took,
it, let's
yeah.
get it.
I worked on
So,
him from about
so look, how do like
1986.
let's back it up. Let's back it up. How do you even know Mike Marshall?
We went to high school together,
Berkeley High?
Berkeley High. Yeah,
Well, come on, man, alumni. I knew it was Berkeley High alumni.
yep, Berkeley High. He was in the class. He was in the class before me, like '85, or no, he was in '83, and I was in '84.
Okay, so yeah, he came. He was a year. He graduated a year before you came.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wowzers. So look,
So,
that's why go ahead. That's why I tell the story when I told the story because it's I don't know. This my wife had to bring me to the bring this to my attention, but I didn't know that a clip is going viral right now from Vlad TV. Is that what you
oh
called me
yeah,
about?
oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
bingo.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's get to
yeah.
that, right? Let's get to that before we even line all this up. So it's a viral clip going around of an interview I did with Vlad TV 7 years ago. 7.
Right,
You see, I got dreads. Can you see the string?
right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yep,
see, I
yep,
got long ass dreads. I had little
yeah.
tiny braids that barely touched the back of my head, barely touched my shoulder on that
Right.
interview. So I've been growing these dreads since 2019. So it was pre-dread era. So I tell, the story of the studio story. I tell the 5 on the story how me and we wrote the song at the trap on
Yeah,
64th and
y'all
Bancroft.
had that hook. Y'all walked
Yeah,
in with that hook.
and walked in with the song already. At least the first verse. We wrote the 2 verses.
Idea. You had the
Yeah,
idea. Yeah, you had
and
the
and
idea.
and the first verse and the album that we wanted to do. So I tell them that okay, boom, we bought the album that we wanted to do. Why You Treat Me So Bad? We went and bought the album on the way to the studio. We bought it to Tone. Tone redid it better than Why You Treat did better than the better one. So we laid the song. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. We laid the song. I laid the hook and shit. Boom. We like okay, we got a hit. Boom. We did. We come back to the studio to do some other songs, and he say, check this out. Boom. He played a new version with Mike Marshall. We hear creep on in, on in. Boom. We know who's that. He like, man, check it out. Boom. The hook come in. We like, oh my God. He like, yeah, that's Mike Marshall from, Timex Social Club. We like, oh, they got the connection. So boom. Tone brought that to the table. So I always tell that story how
Oh
Tone
yeah,
was the
straight
one that
up.
brought Mike Marshall.
And it
You know what
was,
I mean?
and
So
I had it.
so somebody called Tone and try to get Tone to go bad on me, man. Tone called me like, nigga, is we homies or what? I'm like, what we going through, man? I love you, my nigga. He like, man, nigga talking about, man, the interview. You said that, he'd have had the beat playing. Y'all bought the album. Like, somebody whoever said that didn't tell you about the rest of the interview. I hate when people try to get, people against each other. Like, that's
Yeah,
what
man.
happened. We did bring the album.
That's always
We
gonna
did we
happen.
did bring the album, but nigga will instigate some shit like, oh, he trying to act like you can't produce. They didn't tell you after I said, yeah, we bought the album, but he made the beat better than the original beat. Why didn't it tell you that? Why didn't it tell you that?
Yeah.
Okay, he the one that barked Mike Marshall to the table. Like, we didn't even know. We come back, he got Mike Marshall singing the shit, and that's what took it out of here. They don't tell you that part of the story. They only tell you the part where we said we bought the album to the studio and we told you to do the song, which is true. It's no disrespect right there. It ain't like we said, oh,
Well, see,
the first thing
was is that we was gonna sample it at first, and I put it on. I had a Newmark mixer that you could sample like a little 2-second clip. So I looped it, and I was like, damn, man, this shit too fast. And I was like listening to it, and I was like, I like the groove of it. And the thing was, I was like, man, shit got too much reverb in it. I ain't gonna be able to do what I really want to do to it. So that's when I got the idea. I had this little laptop. It was called a PowerBook back then. So I used my little laptop, and I think I was using Vision. Back then it was shit right before Pro Tools. It was called Vision, before Vision turned into Pro Tools.
Talk your shit.
And I programmed it on Vision, right? And then we had everything all set, and then we went and tracked it out at Pajamas. And then that's when you guys came and did your original vocals.
Right.
And then Mike Marshall did his shit. And then we ended up mixing it with Mike Denton at his studio.
Michael Denton. Right.
Back when his studio was still behind his mother's house.
Facts.
Before he moved to his new spot.
Right.
So yeah, that's how. And then that's how, like, I talked to Mike. He was like, man, that's how he really got cranked up after that. Like, his shit really started popping.
Now look, can you let the fans know, because Mike Marshall been going a tirade on me about that hook. Who wrote that hook, Tone Capone?
That was a Looney's hook.
Who?
And then when
who wrote the hook and who said the hook? Who wrote the hook and said the hook? Me.
You did it, but you couldn't sing worth of shit. So
right. So I wasn't trying to sing it. I said it as a chant.
But you got your point across, and that's all that mattered.
Boom. I'm just saying that I made the hook.
You could get what you was trying to do out of what you was doing. You could figure it out. And then what Mike Marshall did is we sat there and we kind of like it was the melody. Mike Marshall just put it in key, like he put the hook he sang in key.
He sung exactly what I said, but I was chanting it.
Right, but he put it in key, like he put it in the right melody.
The right melody. He sung it and brought the shit to life. Me saying it wouldn't hit like the nigga singing it at all.
Yeah, he didn't write the hook. He didn't write the hook at all.
Yeah, but the nigga online saying, yeah, I wrote the hook. I said, okay, if you made a Jay-Z, make another one. Like, why he did another five?
No,
I love Mike, man, but you can't take credit for the world.
I'm telling the world that the Loonies came in with that hook. That was already done.
Yuck came with the hook. No, I'm gonna write that. I came with that, bro.
Yeah. I'm saying
None came with the idea to do the song, but I actually wrote the hook, my nigga. You gotta who was the hook master? Who wrote all the hooks? Me and my nigga Rig Up Hook. Yeah, so all of a sudden, none wrote the hook. Fuck out of here, bro. You know who did it.
I already know. I know.
Right. Who said the hook?
I was
me.
There.
It wasn't none.
I was there.
None didn't say the hook. I said the hook. Yeah, because it was my hook.
Hey,
so
damn
Mike.
Damn these
hoes. It's so scandalous. All that shit. All the hooks. That's me, bro. So you know I'm the hook master. I mean, back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. But look. Okay, so that story has been getting, confused. So I want to hear your story, man. You tell your story, bro, because I don't want nobody trying to have me and you beefing, nigga. I love you, bro. You my brother. We done been through a lot of shit together from the Looney days to the Rap-A-Lot days, nigga. We done been through it, bro. and beyond. So I
So
love the shit out you. You one of my big bros, my nigga. So
love you
don't
too,
never
bro.
think that I got no problems with you. I'm hating on you. I always give you your absolute props, man. Bow down and always give you your props. I can never take credit for something
My
somebody else
nigga.
did.
So listen. So we got this song in the bag now, right? That we got a few other songs, Scandalous Hoes. We got one of my favorites that nobody ever talks about is I Know the Deal. That was my shit. We had niggas doing dirt. And the reason why we had
I like
niggas
niggas doing dirt, then rolling with this one and that one, pulling out gas for fun. We
see
killed that
and that
motherfucker.
and what
Don,
we did
don,
that for,
don, don,
we did
don,
that for
don.
people don't know we was making that song for this movie called Original Gangster.
Facts, facts, facts. They chose something else for original gangsters. That was for
Right.
original gangsters.
Yeah.
You're
But
right. They
that's what
chose a
that
different
I
song.
remember when that was the song that it was specifically for that. So
Uh-huh.
all right, so basically we got these songs in the bag. Now,
Now, no,
one
no, no,
day
no.
we
Let them know what year is that. We made this in 93.
93.
Let them know. Because I
93,
tell
right?
them that
The
we
song
niggas
didn't
don't
come out
believe
till
that we
90. Then the song didn't
go
come out till 95.
right.
Now, we got these songs in the bag, right? Drew Down shit, his independent shit start popping in the town.
Spent for the year beating their ass.
Yeah, it's killing shit. So one day we're all over at my spot and I had my homeboy AJ come through. Now, I knew that Cino did like Cino's all right dude to me. He was a hustler. He didn't know shit about the music business. I'm the nigga that was fucking with these A&Rs and fucking with this industry shit.
And these managements and
So
all types of shit.
right. So I didn't get to say so back when I was shopping Capital Tax and uh JH&G, my little friend Stacy introduced me to Eric Brooks. Eric Brooks was at Priority and he was working the NWA shit and the all that Easy E shit. Back then he worked for Priority, working for Ice Cube and all them niggas promotions. And he did so good, and even facing them was over there. Rap a Lot had their shit over at
Priority.
Priority.
Facts.
Everybody was fucking with Priority back then. So they so Eric Brooks had told me, he was like, man, I ain't in no position to sign nobody and none of that. But when I get my shit, man, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I'm gonna fuck with you. So this nigga ended up calling me like in 93 or 94 and was like, man, what you got going on over there? And I said, man, just right now I'm working on this shit with Drew Down and the Loonies. And, all I can send you right now is some of their shit. So he said, well, send it to me. So I had AJ. Here's why I insert AJ into the middle of the shit. Because I'm like, nah, I'm not Chris. This ain't your world right here. This is a different world. I'm going to have AJ do this. So I had AJ send the Drew Down CD to Eric. Eric says, you know what? I like that shit, man, but who is them two young niggas on there? That's exactly what he said. He said, who is them two young niggas? And I said, oh, that's the Loonies. I said, we got some shit on them by themselves too. He's like, man, can you send me that? Bingo.
Bingo
We sent
flamingo.
Hey, we sent him 5 on it and a few other
No,
cuts.
he didn't even have 5 on it. We played 5 on it at the meeting. You sent them our mixtape with the condom man, the niggas doing dirt. All you sent them all that. We didn't even send them 5 on it.
No, but I had AJ send him 5 on it.
Oh, you had him. Okay. He had 5 on it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
my
had
bad.
AJ send him 5 on it. And the
Oh,
nigga
okay.
was
So he had
juiced.
5 on it and our mixtape.
Yeah, we're both. Yep. And he was like, I'm fucking with these dudes right here. I want to sign them. And
Okay, so
y'all was one of the to get signed a new tribe.
Facts.
And
And I just interviewed Eric Brooks. He said the same shit you said, period. He knew you from back in the day. He said he worked at Priority, he had a relationship with you, and he told you, as soon as he get in position, he gonna holler at you. And he said as soon as he got in position, he called you. He's saying exactly what you said. Everybody in the chat, go look down the history of the content. You go see the Smoke a Lot Radio interview with Eric Brooks from New Tribe. This is who we talking about, Virgin Records, man. You know what I mean? He give you the whole history along with what Tone Capone is saying right now, man. Continue, my brother.
So Eric wanted to sign the Loonies, man. And that's when that popped off. And then AJ started popping because of that. AJ, then all of a sudden, AJ was able to walk into Sony Relativity and get Drew a deal.
Facts.
So now all of a sudden, AJ, he got the handle. So now AJ gets a deal for fucking Mac Mall at Sony Relativity.
Facts.
So now
Then he get Richie Rich at Def Jam.
But we did the 500 remix.
Oh, remix
before
after
that.
after our album came out. Then that's
After
before.
That shit is the remix is popping, and then AJ walked Richie Rich in to Tina Davis, and bingo,
Def Jam deal.
Def Jam deal.
Yeah, so salute to AJ, man. AJ was thank you for bringing him to the table, man, because he got us all deals, my nigga. And I always salute AJ. I said, man, our manager got not only us deals, but nigga, all the relevant niggas in the Bay at that time that didn't have deals got them deals too. Period.
That's right. So that was
all came from you. That all came from you. Salute to you, my nigga. Mike Marshall came from you. AJ came from you. Like, nigga, you are the nucleus that really made this shit happen. Little do niggas know. You feel me? We'll continue. And I talk about, and then they don't tell you how I big you up on my Rap-A-Lot deal. They say, how you get signed to Rap-A-Lot? I say Tone Capone, Mike Dean, and Rico. There's in Jay Prince there, like, you need to sign Yuck Mouth. Am I lying?
That's right. That's what happened.
I say that on every motherfucking interview.
I got Mike Dean's ear because I'm the one I told Mike to come help me with the Looney shit. Because he had me help him with Scarface. So in turn, I said, well, you come help me with the Loonies.
Facts. That's
niggas
Killers on the payroll.
All that
shit like that,
man. All that shit.
Hustling is in my nature. All that shit.
Man, come on, man. So yeah, Godzilla, City of Dope. You feel
all
me?
that shit, bro. Oh, on my solo shit when I got the Rap-A-Lot.
All that shit. Yeah,
come on, man. That double production, man. So what made you link up? How did Mike Dean and you start doing production together? Like,
all right, so here's what happened with that. Okay, so I had been working with Sieg. Sieg had just did some shit with 3 times, and so Sieg was like, Tone, I want you to do some shit for me. So Sieg,
you talking about Seagram? You talking about Seagram for the Ville? Rest in peace to Seagram Miller. My OG, my nigga from the 9. Talk your shit. My bad.
So I did a couple of songs with Sieg, and I had to go mix them in LA. So we went down to Enterprise to mix. That was my first time going to Enterprise. So we mixed the shit, and Mike Dean was like, man, your shit sound hella good, man. Your shit is clean. Like, I like how you recorded your shit. Your shit is dope, bruh. He's like, man, what you think about coming to work with me on some of the Scarface shit?
Oh, wow.
And that was when I was like, man, for sure, man. I definitely want to do that. I always invite faces shit. So this was a great opportunity for me. So I'm like, yeah, for sure. Let's do that.
Right.
And meanwhile, in between, Eric is like, also he's still checking for what's happening, what's happening that's hot up there. And
now we had the interview about this too, nigga. That nigga asked me who hot. I said sign 3 times crazy or Richie Rich. He said Rich. He tried to approach Rich. Rich was always going to Def Jam, so he got 3 times. So he could let you know that I suggested 3 times. I don't know if
here's the thing.
Of course,
when he came to me, when he came to me, he said this. He said, Tone, who should I sign out of 3 times and the Delinquents.
I told him 3
And
times a
and
rich.
and 3 times with my group. I was working with them. So of course I said 3 times.
Right. Of course. No disrespect to delinquents.
I love the Delinquents. V
I love
and G.
nigga. Come on, G
Them
Stack
is my
and
niggas.
motherfucking be down. I wish he would
Mm,
have doubled back and gave them a deal. I wish I would have known that was on the table. I would have promoted for that. Like, hey, you gotta have the hottest niggas. Cause like
yeah.
on some real shit, right when we linked up with you, Delinquents was hella popping, right? Right when Drew Down
Mm-hmm.
dropped, we hopped on they shit. You know, that alleyway with Numb and the Delinquents went crazy. That was an anthem out there. You feel me? That kind of blew us
Mm-hmm.
up after, you know, the Ice Cream Man and shit. You feel me? So
Right.
Delinquents had something to do with us blowing up too. That alleyway was legendary, nigga. That Numb and
Yeah.
G Stack and Vidal did. I wasn't on that song. That was just them. I was on another song, but nigga, that one, Alleyway, oh my lord. The anthem, nigga, that put that wave out there for the Loonies
Hey,
again. So
so
they're part of our come up too.
so anyway, basically I started shooting. They called me to fly down to Houston. So I started going to work with Face. And then we started working on the Untouchable album. And one of the first songs we actually did was Smile. Like basically we had the vocals and I started programming a beat to it. And I made the bass line for it. And then I put in the little pizzicato strings in there that I put that shit up in there and a few other little sounds. And then Mike Dean put his polish on it. He put some keyboard parts in there. And Face had did his vocals. And then we were trying to figure out who can we get to do the vocals, to sing the hook. But then the thing was is that we didn't have a hook yet. So that's when I pulled my pen out. So I wrote the hook. But really, I mean, I got it from SOS Band. I mean, you guys all know that. I got it from Tell Me If You Still Care. But I just put in different words and used that melody. So we were thinking that maybe since we was right next door to Stevie Wonder, we could get Stevie Wonder to do it.
Oh yeah,
So
that
we actually,
Enterprise was many.
yeah, so we got Stevie.
What happened? Oh hell no, man. Tone, man. Tap back in. Hold on. Stevie Wonder was gonna get on Smile, nigga. We gotta hear this story, man. Tone, tap back in. Hold on, man. Tap back in. Hit that link again, my friend. Oh, he getting to it, man. Hey, man, salute to the chat, man. Put them dragons in the goddamn chat. If y'all still rocking with us, man, we appreciate y'all, man. This is real hip-hop history with Tone Capone. He going back from... Hey, and if I play this right, I ain't gonna play no music, you know what I mean? Because I ain't playing no music on my shit. They blitzing niggas that play music review niggas is getting blitzed. Tone Capone tap right back in. Let's get my nigga back in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. So the Enterprises have let's let the fans know what type of atmosphere the Enterprise was. It's one
So
of
the
the premier
Enterprise had
oh go
several
you talk.
rooms.
You talk.
It had several rooms. It had upstairs it was a Neve board. It was called a Neve Capricorn. And then downstairs they had about 3 or 4 rooms and they all had SSLs in them. So an A, B, and a C, I think.
But tell
And
them what type of people was in there. Michael Jackson
oh,
recording in there. Nigga,
oh
Puffy and
man,
them were DMX recording in there.
yeah,
Everybody's
everybody was
recording
coming
in
through.
this motherfucker, man. Fucking all the LA artists are recording in that bitch. And this is the prime spot for niggas record. Dr. Dre and them used to record in there. Everybody records in
Yeah.
this motherfucker. You could walk down the hallway and get a feature. So that's why I
Yeah.
said that Stevie Wonder is in the next studio. We trying to get Stevie on this motherfucker. That's what type of people was in that type of complex, the Enterprise, all the top artists from R&B to soul, you know what I mean, to rock and roll, to rap. Everybody was in that motherfucker recording. Am I lying?
Not at all, dog.
The top dogs, the top dog. I said Michael Jackson was recording in
I
that
was
bitch.
fucking with the System. They used to come through there. Rick James was working there. All kind, man. Rick James, man.
Remember, Rick James had the shit in the parking lot. What he do in the parking lot? He did something.
Man,
He had the incident in the parking lot. Yeah, he flashed on somebody. Something happened in the parking lot that damn near was TMZ before TMZ. What did Rick James do in the parking lot? He did
I
something.
don't remember. I
Yeah, he
remember
did some
that
wild shit in the Enterprise
hey,
parking lot. Nigga hit the news.
I just
Nigga,
remember, hey, look, I just remember blowing big with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
he was able to burn with Rick James.
Hell yeah.
Come on,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Only at the Enterprise, bro.
Yep. I smoked out with Daniel Lamel, you know that when they say blow Danny, Danny
Right.
Lamel is the horn player. And
Oh
he's the
shit, you
one
burned with him
I
too?
met him. Yeah, I met him first. And then he brought me in to meet Rick.
Oh wow.
Yep. Daniel Lamel. So yeah, man, we was working in there and
Hold on,
I,
get back to Stevie Wonder.
we got Stevie to come over and listen to it, right?
Right.
And man, I ain't gonna lie, Mike Dean got a videotape of Stevie Wonder in the studio with us, listening to Smile, blood. You could see him wiping his tears, blood,
Wow.
listening to it because you know it was like Pocket just passed, man. It was fresh, man. It was like a
Right.
wound, man.
Right.
Like
And you
yeah,
gotta
hearing
tell them
that.
how y'all got that Pac verse, because Pac was he in the Enterprise when he did that freestyle?
No, he did it at another studio, and I forgot which studio he did it at, but he did it at
But
a
somebody
different
filmed it.
studio.
Yeah, somebody filmed it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one you talking about for Still
For
Ballin', the
Smile.
one you yeah.
No, for Smile. They got the verse from Smile on
Well
there, right? Oh,
no,
he wasn't on Smile. He
Smile
was on
actually
another song.
there was a different version of Smile.
Ah,
That
that
was
had
actually
Pac
that
on it.
yeah, that was a different version of Smile, and we ended up getting the vocals, and then Face put his shit on there.
Yeah, because they
So
got the
so
beat
yeah,
cut out and it
Stevie.
goes straight to what Pac was saying at the end, and then it come back. Yeah, it's a different version of it. You're right. You're right.
Yep.
That
So, but
video
it
was
was a
amazing
different
too.
with a different singer and everything. So we couldn't get Stevie because of whatever political shit was going on. We couldn't get him right.
Right.
So Rap-A-Lot just said, okay, well shit, let's get Johnny P.
Rest in peace to Johnny P,
So
man.
so Johnny P from Do or Die,
Do or die.
he came
Yep,
out.
Poe pimping.
Yeah,
Poe pimping.
yeah, he came out and he did the hook. But I wrote the hook to Smile, and Johnny P sang it. And man, that shit
Mm.
came out live, man.
You sound like me. I got 5 on it. I wrote the hook and Mike Marshall
Yep.
sang it. It came out live.
Yeah. Yep. Just like on
Hey
Mary
man,
Jane, I wrote the hook on Mary Jane, and Shatasha sang it.
let's talk about that, man. That because I just went to the function, right? And I did a post on my shit. I said I had this beat, man. Tone and Mike Dean made this beat for me, and I passed it up.
Well,
You
here's
feel
the
me?
thing:
Hold on. Let me tell my story.
Mike
Let
Dean
me
hadn't touched it though. Mike Dean
Okay,
hadn't
but
touched it.
okay, Tone Capone, but I put both y'all in it, and I said it while Face is performing the shit on stage, and I said, regardless, it went to the right person because Face did a legendary song with it. I didn't know what to do with it. I would have rapped like Bone Thugs on that motherfucker, like that, but made another fall into some type of shit. It
Right.
went to the right person, and it's legendary, man. Period. Y'all did that motherfucker. Period. That you know what I mean? I didn't know what to do with
Okay.
it. Period. It was too
Well,
slow.
see,
You know,
here's
I
the
was
thing
rapping
though.
fire.
Thing when we was in
And
the
one more thing, I had a problem with rapping like niggas. I never wanted to rap like Do or Die, or rap like Bone
right.
Thugs,
Right.
and that was
No,
how I
that
was
wasn't
gonna.
your
That's
style.
how I was gonna rap with it because it's slow. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do the Bone Thug shit. I don't want to do that, so that's why I passed up too. You know what I mean? So my
Yeah,
mistake,
straight
but
up.
it ain't my mistake. It like Face that, but man, Face
What
killed that
happened
motherfucker.
happened. Yep. Exactly.
Yep, it's legendary, man. It went to the right person, and it's a legendary song. Talk about the creation of Mary, man. Without me in it, with me passing
All
up
right.
the beat.
All right. So here's what happened. So I had 3 times in the studio. I had Yuck. It was Yuck studio session. It was a Looney studio session upstairs on the Capricorn. So I got the equipment. I'm up there creating beats for Yuck. So I made that beat. And Yuck said he didn't really, like he didn't really know what he was gonna do to it. So
It
what I
was for the
did is
Looney.
I went downstairs. I brought Face upstairs. I let Face hear what I had. And I had basically the drum beat, the bass line, the clavinet part, and then I had the strings, the with the melody.
Right.
So um Face comes up and he starts rapping MC Shan's beat, Project Ho. And he's like, I want to redo this beat, Project Ho, to this. And I was like, nah, man, this sounds like some weed shit, bro. This ain't it. And I started singing and humming melodies, and then I came up with Mary, 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 Mary. Just like that. I came up with it just like that. And then
You made the
Shatasha,
motherfucking hook for Mary. Come on, bro.
yep.
Why
So
you
I made
didn't give me the hook with the shit with the hook on it? You just gave me the
because
beat
it
like
just
figure it out, nigga.
because because it took somebody to do something else for me to think like, nah, this sounds like something else. It's just a
Right.
process of creation, man. That's
Facts,
how it
facts,
happens.
facts.
Sometimes you got to go through some shit
To
to
make you
find the
think of
real
some
shit.
shit, to find the
Yeah,
shit, right? To really get to it, to really spark that fuse. Be like, nah, nigga, it should be this. Matter of fact,
yeah,
I hear what should be sung on it through because the strings is playing exactly what the hook should be.
yeah,
Boom,
exactly. So I just
and you
follow.
filled it in.
All I did was follow my own melody.
Bingo
So
flamingo. You
so
made the melody on the beat and the hook, nigga. Come on, man.
yes,
Salute the
sir.
tone. Yeah, that's why you that nigga, man. They better not never put no smut on my nigga name, man. Never try to put me against my nigga, man. That ain't gonna work, man. Tone, talk your shit, man. Back to Mary, 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 man. Yada.
So I ended up taking that beat downstairs, and then Mike Dean put a little couple parts on it, some little shit. He added a little flavor to it, and Face did his thing. Face started writing, and him and Mike Dean them niggas was so high, but I don't know. They was on E and fucking weed. They was gone. Like,
No, that's when I was bringing the Exy pills through. You know, I was the E man back then. I turned everybody out, nigga.
fuck
Them
with
half
E.
half a double stacks, nigga. We was lit. That kept a nigga
Yeah, I
in the
didn't.
studio
I
all
wasn't
night
on that.
creating.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with E. I was strictly weed.
No, you was strictly weed. You never popped. I could vouch for
Yep.
that. You never thizzed in life. I never seen you participate in that.
Nah. So yeah, so that's how that ended up happening. And they wrote, Face wrote his part, and fucking we had Shatasha come in and sing the hook, and that was the rap right there. That
I mean,
shit
it's
came out
Tasha, and
live.
that's from ain't she from Thuggish Rugged's Bone?
Yep,
Bone
she's the
Thugs?
girl. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's Tasha.
Yep.
Tasha.
She also sang. She also sang on a song that you did called "Sad Millionaire."
That millionaire. You're right. You're
She was
right.
on there.
Million.
She was on there before Brownstone.
Before Brownstone. You're right. You're right. Then Brownstone got on that bitch. You're right.
Yep.
You
Her voice is
absolutely
still in
right.
there. She's still on there.
Damn.
She's still singing that
On
part.
ad libs.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa. Hey, yeah. That's her in the background the
That's
whole
some
time.
shit from James Brown. Yep.
Wow. Tone,
Yep.
nigga.
Yep.
Explain.
So
It's
so
explain.
basically,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Continue. My
so
bad.
basically, so we going back and forth. I'm working on Looney songs, working on Face songs. We just we studio hopping back and forth.
We all in the same lab. We all in the enterprise, and they in
Yeah,
that room, and we in this room. And they like
yeah,
when Face is writing to their beat, they come to our studio produce the beat. And then when we write, they go to Face shit and produce the beat. So it's clockwork. You know what I mean? Straight clockwork
yeah.
going.
So like handcuff your hoes. That was another one of my beat ideas because I used to love that song by Slick Rick. And then you came with the ill hook. And then what's the other one? Girl.
No,
It,
no. Mike Marshall wrote that. I'm fucking with you. Go
hey,
ahead. Go ahead. Go
girl.
ahead. Oh
Hey,
my God, with
girl.
Crooked Eye, with Crooked Eye. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Another one of my favorites. You know, I was a big
No,
Marley
you
Marl
came up
fan.
with that. No, you came up with the whole idea for that.
Oh
Period.
yeah, straight up,
That was
straight
your
up.
whole shit. You were like, bro, we need to do girl. We need to talk about woo woo, but girl is a
And
drug. Woo
I
woo woo. You
purposely,
broke the whole shit down, and we wrote about exactly what you said.
I purposely made that song the same tempo as Five on it too.
Oh wow. We gotta start performing that. Niggas like, yeah, I gotta bring girl out. We got slappers. I'm tripping. So I'm like,
Yep.
cause I be performing and shit. We be having 15
Yep.
minutes, but I gotta slide one of them legendary boys in there right quick and get it off. You feel me?
I had, hey, look, I had Chris John come sing some shit on 20 Blunts a Day with the Two
Right.
Live
Chris
Crew.
Stone, that was signed to Rockefeller.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir.
And they
They
from the
came
Bay.
through.
Ain't they from where they from? Berkeley?
Yep. Straight up.
Come
Yep.
on. So alumni, you went to school with them too?
No, they're younger than me, but Alan did go to I think Alan went to Berkeley High though, but he's younger than me. And then
Okay.
Kenny, I'm not sure what school Kenny went to, but he's from Berkeley. But Kenny used to be in that group, the Wild Boys.
No
I
way. The
don't know if you
Wild Boys, you
remember them.
lying.
Kenny
Yeah.
was in the dude from Christian was in the Wild Boys, man.
Rapping.
Rapping, yes. That nigga's a
What the
lyrical genius. You need to link up with him. He in LA. That nigga be writing some shit.
man, I need some dope ass
He in
hooks, man.
LA right now with them sick hooks.
I need the dope ass hooks, man. Why don't you get in your producer bag and present a hook with him and your
Hey,
production?
niggas don't even know how Pharrell came up with that style.
I was about to say, man. Dude, man, come on, man. How you feel about that? Because I swear to God, Pharrell remind me of
Well, let
your
me
shit.
tell you what happened. Pharrell was just demoing the song for Jay-Z for I Just Want to Love You. I'm a hustle,
Right,
baby.
right,
I just want you to that song. He was
right,
doing it so that Chris John could sing it because he was singing it
right,
like them.
right.
And then Jay-Z just was like, shit, I'm gonna keep it this way. Like that, I
Mm,
like it like this. He just said, I'm gonna leave good enough alone. Like it sound good enough right here. And then Pharrell ran with that style.
wow. Took the whole Christian
I'm gonna tell
style.
you some. You want me to tell you some other ill shit? Just a small note in history.
Come
All
on,
right.
talk
So
your shit, Tone.
remember the dude I told you about I worked with who had the studio in Berkeley? Dave. His name was Dave, right?
Right, the
And he
studio on the
was
back.
his name was Dave Goldstein, my boy,
Right.
right? We called him. Well, I made up the name because he was Jewish, so I didn't want to call him nigger, so I called him Jigger.
You lying.
So guess who ended up saying Jigger around Jay-Z? Chris John.
No, you lying. And he took Jigger from Christian. Oh my Lord. Oh, you heard it first on Smoke a Lot Radio. Jigger came from my nigga Tone Capone calling a small hat instead of a nigga called him a jigger. Wowzers. You lying? Oh wow.
I'm not joking, bro. I still call him Jigger to this day, man.
You still call the small hat jigger?
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's your guy.
Yep.
That's your
Hey,
jigger.
matter of
Hey,
fact,
you call him like, what's up, my jigger?
hey, hey, guess who came through that studio the first time I met him?
Who?
Tupac.
Nah. Well,
Tupac
that's
came
why you had
through.
to call him Jigger in front of Pac. That's probably where you invented. Like, you can't call him nigga in front
Hey,
of Pac.
listen to this.
That's probably where the
Hey,
word was invented, right in front of Pac.
Pocket just Pocket just did the same song with Digital Underground. So Camille wanted a radio drop. So Dave Elliott, DJ Fuse, brought Pac through because we lived, we was neighbors basically. I think either Dave or Money B, one of them two, they lived a few blocks away in Berkeley. And they brought Pac through to do the radio drop, and man, but Pac was the coolest nigga. Like Pac didn't know me; he just met me that day, right? And the nigga wanted to smoke some weed hella bad, and I was like, "Damn, Pac, man, shit, I got weed at the house, man, but I ain't, I don't got nothing with me right now." And he was like, "Man, let's go get some, bud."
He said, let's go get it, bro.
That
That
nigga
nigga turn.
hopped. Look, that nigga hopped in my 72 240Z, man. We smashed up to UC Berkeley where I was living at the time.
Right.
Man, that nigga got right in that car with me, nigga, and rode out with me, my nigga, and went and got some. I had this shit and that I used to get from my boy in Berkeley. He lived on Fruitvale. It was called Purple Ghani. His parents used to have it, and he used to just dip it from them. So
What the
he
fuck is
used to.
purple Ghani? Ugh, that
That
need to
it was
come
like,
back. That need to be a
hey, it
new
was.
strain, nigga.
Look, it was hazy. It was that sweet smelling, dope smelling shit.
Text me that
Hazy.
name, nigga. That's my next
Yeah.
strand, man. Purple Ghani.
Yeah. The Purple Ghani, man, and the shit was all purple.
We bring
And
that
I used
back.
to, and that's when I was doing my thing, right, and I had changed the game at that time and started selling 20s because I was like, man, I like how these niggas selling rocks. They get 20 at a time, man. Like I don't
Right.
fuck all them fives and tens because that's all niggas was doing back then was nickels
Right.
and dimes. And that's when
Right.
I switched it up and I said, no, I got 20s. And I would give niggas a gram and a half for 20.
Oh.
And I called them capsules. And I used cellophane. I used to roll them up in cellophane and they'd be like these little bullets. And that's how I
Oh.
used to sell them.
Hey, you
Yeah.
wasn't playing. You wasn't playing.
Nah, straight up.
Tell them a hustler.
And Pac,
You feel me?
and Pac, and Pac, I just shot Pac a couple of sacks. I wasn't tripping because, I knew that nigga was raw and I knew he was new in town and all that shit. I knew Fuse told me his story. So I was like, here you go, my nigga. And that nigga went and did his little radio drop. I hadn't seen him for a while. But yeah, bud, that's how I met Pac, nigga. Tupacalypse, man.
Come on, man. You
And
took the nigga to the
that had to be like in like 1990, around that time, like 90, 91 maybe.
yeah, because
Somewhere
when
around
you
there.
go to same song, like probably 90 or 89,
Somewhere
same
around there.
song,
Yeah.
probably 90.
Yeah.
Yep. Then he came with his deal the same year.
Yep. And
Tupac
that's when
lives
I
now.
told you Tom Wally. That's when Tom Wally had come through.
Okay.
And Tom Wally was working with whatever his name, Ted, whatever his name was, before Jimmy Iovine.
Right before
They
Jimmy
used to
got
do
there.
it was Tom Wally and this other and Ted Fields.
Ted Fields, right? Bingo. There you go.
Yep.
I was thinking it was right on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, God damn. There you go.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Hey man, what?
I had never
Hold on.
heard of Jimmy Iovine.
Look, let's take it back. We gotta rewind time a little bit. Shout out to my nigga Spence, Dollars and Spence, man. Everybody want to know the 3 Times Crazy story. How did y'all discover 3 Times Crazy? What made y'all? Because I remember 3 Times Crazy. I mean, it was dual committee. It was just Asia
Global
Man and Keep
Committee.
the Sneak.
Yep. That's
Brother
right.
was SIBO on AWOL.
That's
How
right.
was you able to make 3 Times Crazy and get
So
Bart,
this is what
Asia Man,
happened.
and Keep the Sneak signed to
So
y'all label?
so Spence saw how C-No was bubbling up, had the loonies, and he was like, well shit, man. Why don't me and you do a group? Let's do a company. Let's get a group. So to tell you the truth, the first nigga they found that Spence found was Horn.
So
But
he had Harm
Horn
before 3 Times Crazy.
first.
Oh
But
wow.
Horn didn't want to fuck with me. Horn had this dude he knew from Richmond named Nate Fox, who he wanted to do the beats.
Oh, okay,
So
got it.
so Harm ended up getting put on the back burner because 3 Times came in. So this is what happened with them. So
Somebody just said
BA,
Mr. Spence. Somebody said Mr. Spence.
that's later. That's later. So
Hey, niggas know the history, but hey, niggas want to hear from
yeah.
you. Yep.
No, so here's what happened. So fucking Harm didn't want to do nothing. We BA came through with this dude named Dino. That was I think Dino went to Cal Berkeley. So Dino was fucking with BA, and I think Dino brought BA through. So we had BA, and then BA knew Keek and Moan. So BA ended up bringing Keek and Moan through, and then Spence was like, man, put you three niggas together. And it was all Spence. I'm not taking no credit for none of this. Spence came up with the name 3 Times Crazy, and he put them niggas together, boy. I did the music.
Look, they said I
It,
talked to Bart. I had an interview with Bart. They said they was at the Pink House on 90th and 92nd and D in front of Ted and all them niggas. You know what I mean? And Dollars and Spence said, nah, nigga, I got this. this my niggas. Is that true? Because Bart said niggas was
I don't
rapping in front of.
see. I wasn't there. I couldn't say nothing about that. I
Yeah,
can't
they
say.
said they said they rapped in front of Spence, Ted, CNH, all them niggas, man. And Spence like, this my artist, you know what I mean? Which I think, and niggas like, nigga, I'm gonna take them niggas if you don't get them. You like, all right, I got them, nigga. You know what I mean? That's what Bart said. You know what I mean? Not verbatim, but something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, all I know is them niggas came through to, like, when I moved my studio to One Drop Scott spot. Um, they came through, and I started working on them right then. They was freestyle hella shit. Some of the shit that they already had written, they was just spitting it, and I was like, these niggas is hard. And
Hard as fuck,
we started working on them niggas.
bro. You
And that's
made the
how that
sound.
ended up happening.
No,
We
you
ended
made
up
the
doing,
sound for the Loonies and 3 Times, nigga. Once they came, they had their own language. It was a movement with that, my nigga. Like that,
oh yeah,
talk your shit, bro. Talk your that sick of love for
yep,
that whatever the language,
all, oh yeah,
all that shit, bro. That talk your shit,
oh
my
yeah,
nigga. Like that took over
yeah,
the
all
town,
that,
my nigga.
yep, all that shit, and it was from some nigga from the West that started it all, and then
Yeah, the
Keek just
Fashizi
got a
shit,
hold of it. And
the
Keek ended up
Fashizi shit.
saying it. Yeah, I mean, Keek ended up saying it in front of 40, and then 40 just took it long distance.
Ah, okay. See, they
So
try
that's
to get
how
a
it
credit.
happened.
They try to get a credit to
I
what's the
want to
nigga name?
say, I want to
My
say it
nigga,
was this nigga from the West Oakland named Wheezy, and he was, I think, some group named Under Surveillance or something like that. Something like he was
yeah.
from the West though. He
Yep,
came from
he
West Oakland.
Bart tried to put him on the phone because Twiceberg Slim, I interviewed him. He said he invented it, but being A and them said, yeah, they got it from the turf. They got it from one of their homeboys, you know what I mean? And they was gonna put the homeboy on the shit and say exactly how he created that shit, you know what I mean? So it is
Yep.
what it is. But man, me being from the town, the first niggas I ever heard say for Sheezy with that Floormatic talk was 3 Times Crazy, period. Then
Yep.
40
Oh
got
yeah.
a hold of it and then took it somewhere else. But the nigga 3 times. That was that Floormatic talk. Them niggas had their own language, bro. Period.
Oh yeah. Straight up. Yep. So yeah, we did that shit. And yeah, like I said, it's all Spence. I give credit to Spence on that. He came up with it. That was his brainchild. All I did was just made it real, like with the music behind it. That's all I did. And I ended up being the one that, told Eric, fuck with this shit right here though. So
Absolutely.
so yeah,
Along with me too.
all that record deal shit was me. Like all the taking it to the next level, majors and shit. That was me. Like I said, Capital Tax, JH&G, like niggas been popping deals from since 91, 92.
Tone, hey, niggas better give your flowers, bro. Period. Without you, it wouldn't be no motherfucking AJ getting us our deals. Period. Flat out. Without you, we wouldn't have a
Exactly.
deal with Eric Brooks, nigga.
Oh
That's your
yeah,
homeboy.
cause see,
That's your
see,
homeboy.
AJ was working with a lot of Latino groups at the time, and he was working with this dude named Mr. Key. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but I think he's from Frisco, Mr. Key. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. This was cool, but you should come fuck with me on this Looney shit. And that's how I brought it in, just like that. Like he had
Man,
a
thank
group.
you, bro.
He had a group. He had a group called damn, what were they called? They was under TNT. Uh, it was a bunch of essays, my nigga, and they did a song called Salsa Con Soul Food. If you look it up, Salsa Con Soul Food, Pac, Money B, TMD, they all on that track with this group.
Oh shit.
Yep, TMD is on it too, and I did the beat.
Wow.
Yep, we recorded it down at Starlight Studio, like back when Starlight Studio was popping, man. Down at the bottom of Cutting Boulevard in Richmond, man. Niggas was afraid to go down there. Like
I
niggas
bet.
wouldn't
Nigga
even
Richmond.
that
Careful
shit.
now.
That it was shady. It was a shady ass area.
They said Mr. Key is from ITPG.
Yeah, Mr. Key, bud. Back I used to fuck with Mr. Key, bud, back in the day.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, yeah. Everybody know what's up. The chat tapping in. They know exactly what you're talking about. Speaking of talking about, the
Yep.
chat had a question. They said, "How you feel about the Ashanti remix of Mary?" You know what I mean? And did you get paid off of it?
I did not get paid, man, because Rap a Lot, they did some old different shit, and Mike Dean and ended up credit for my publishing on that shit, and I don't know. I think Mike Dean might have some kind of deal with Rap a Lot where all his publishing goes to them. So I had to bite the bullet on that, but I still know it's my shit.
Facts, legendary
You know,
shit.
you know,
And how many
straight
times
up,
niggas done redid five on
straight
it,
up.
man? We can't talk about satisfy you. Talk about the shit that fucking all
Oh
these
yeah, it's
rappers
a
done
lot of
did.
that shit. Then there was Devin the Dude. Did some shit with him. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't know that I brought Devin to Snoop when Snoop did that song. I just want to fuck you.
Oh, you bought Devin through there? You the one that bought him?
Man, Snoop said, "Man, where's that nigga Devin the Dude?" He wanted to know where is he at. And then I called Rico and said, "Hey, Snoop trying to get a hold of fucking Devin, bro."
Wow.
Yes, I used
That
to
quick.
fuck with Snoop. I used to when I would come to LA to fuck with you, I would bring Perp down, the granddaddy nigga, and Snoop would buy all that shit for me.
Yeah, Snoop is a weed connoisseur. I could believe
Oh yeah,
it.
he knew what time it was. Snoop is
Fact.
the nigga, man. Snoop was a cool ass motherfucker.
He's still cool. I still fuck with Snoop.
Yep,
We be
yep,
touring with that nigga, do a
straight
lot
up.
of shows. He book us for a lot of shit. And he still get his weed from the Bay. I tell you that.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. I bet. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm the nigga that introduced Burner to Bun B.
Wow.
Hey, I'm the one that taught Pimp C fucking how to buy weed. This nigga was trying to burn Pimp C when we was in Houston, and he knew I was in the other room. This nigga called me into the room and tell me like, "Hey, Tom, check this weed out." And I look at it and I'm like, "Man, this shit wet, Pimp." I said it's gonna lose about. I said it's gonna lose about 3 or 4 zips when it dry out.
Facts.
And I told him, I said, if the stems ain't, I said, if the stems ain't snapping, this shit ain't happening. So he knew from that point on, like how to check weed,
Right.
like, and then he probably, I don't know if he ended up getting that weed from that nigga, but he knew like shit, it's gonna dry out. He's like, "Man, my nigga from the Bay just told me, nigga, this shit gonna lose hella weight, man. So he knew what time it was, man.
Wowzers. See?
Oh yeah. So like with Devin the Dude, Sticky Green, another hook I wrote.
Yeah. Oh, you
You know
wrote
what
that
I'm
hook?
saying?
Devin didn't do that hook?
Scar,
You wrote it?
Scar. No, that was me. Harm is
Hold
on
on.
that
Oh,
song
you
too.
wrote the Sticky Green and Devin just sung it?
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
Harm
lord,
is
man.
on there too. Harm
Harm
is
is on that
mixed in
bitch
with
too?
Dev. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
See, y'all
Man, I
getting
was trying
live
to.
hip hop
Hey, I
history,
was
nigga.
lacing. I was lacing Harm with all kind of fucking spots, dog. He got on. I put him on both Mac Dre songs when I met Mac Dre. Straight up. Well, Mac Dre came home looking for me as soon as he got out of jail, boy. Because he knew about I Got Five on it. And the first song I did with him was Fire with Big Lurch, him, and then Harm on the hook.
Fire. Doom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom.
Another Tone Capone.
Fire.
Another Tone Capone hook.
Come on, you put that thing. Come on, man.
I wrote that hook too.
Hey, y'all killed that boy. That's one of the legendary Mac Dre songs right there, nigga.
Yep.
Fire.
Yeah, and then we did I've Been Down and Harm, that's Harm on the hook. I've been down oh so long. Staring at
Oh,
these prison
oh,
walls. Same old song. So yeah, Harm's on that. And then before he passed away, I did It's Not My Job.
oh, wowzers. Oh,
It's Not My Job. And I did Genie of the Lamp, the Genie of the Lamp. I did
oh,
that
wow.
one. And I did Two Hits and Pass. Hit it
Oh, wow.
2 times and pass.
Wow.
All them shits, man.
Come on, man. There's a piece
All
to the
them
Mac,
shits.
man. Come on, man.
All them shits, man. All them shits. And then the product, I don't know if you know about the product. I had to put that together. First, it was the product of the ghetto. It was POGs, and then we just cut it off and called it the product.
You talking
That
about the
was
rap group?
Willie Hen and Malice. Malice was
Right.
in Boys in
Facts.
the Hood, and then Willie Hen, he was down with niggas from the city, from
The city,
Fillmore.
JT and them.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Messy Marvin them.
Yeah, he was down with that clique. And then I ended up snatching Hen and taking Hen down to Houston with me to fuck with Face. I ended up letting Face hear what me and Will Hen was working on. And he was like, man, I'm fucking with this young nigga. Hen is on one of the Ghetto Boys songs. Like, you know what
Oh,
I'm
wow.
saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
That's
Hen got
crazy.
laced up. Yep. And then we had a song called That's How It Goes in the Hood, right? And when
Right.
we first did it, Willie Hen had wrote the hook, right? And he sang it. And I said, nah, I'm gonna get Alan to sing it. So I had Alan from Chris John come sing it, right?
Right.
And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna have Mike Marshall sing it. So we had Mike Marshall sing it, right? But Will Hen
Right.
wrote that hook, just so everybody knows. Will Hen wrote the hook.
Okay, man. Give me
That was
my
not
credit for
no.
writing the 5 on the hook, please.
Yeah,
Like just like
and,
you just
and
said,
Yuck
Will Hand.
and Yuck wrote the hook for 5 on it. Will
Thank
Hen
you.
wrote the hook for That's How It Goes in the Hood.
Thank you, sir. Just like you wrote the hook for Sticky Green and everything else, man. Salute.
And I'm like, man, I hear niggas making shit, and I'm like, man, 5 on it was 5 on it, man. Like, there's other songs to make out there, man. Like, make some new shit. I tell niggas all the time, man, if they made some shit, man, make it again, man. I
Hey,
done
the
made
thing about
other hits.
the
I done
thing, the
made
thing,
other hits.
the thing about 5 on it, man, that was lightning in the motherfucking bottle.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah,
niggas keep
that's
trying
lightning in
to.
the bottle.
I hear niggas keep trying to make weed songs. Like, I'm listening. Don't think I'm not. I hear it.
Don't do it,
I'm
Tone. Don't go bad on them, man. What you gotta say about the
man.
weed songs?
I hear people keep trying to make weed songs. Like, trying to think Mike Marshall is the formula. Mike got a great voice.
Great voice.
He's got a great voice, but like, I know
Certain
one
elements.
thing. Like, even with Rumors, somebody else wrote Rumors.
Hey,
My
he said
boy,
it, not
hey,
me.
my boy Marcus wrote Rumors, man, from Berkeley High.
Talk
Marcus
your shit.
Thompson wrote that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
man.
Like
But I,
Mike,
but I, I but But how you feel about the Us movie, man? Let's talk about that, man. How do you feel about your production being slowed down and eerie and shit? Like, what? How did you feel about? Because I didn't know it could be slowed down and turned to some Jason shit. Like, how do you feel when they slowed that shit down,
All
bro?
right, I'm about to hit you with some more shit right now. You ready for
Please
this?
hit me with some more shit, man.
All right.
No Frank Ocean, no Diddy
So
Bop.
for all those producers out there listening that like sounds and be tripping off sounds and shit, the bells that I use for I Got Five on it, I got them from a specific keyboard, and I just put a little bit of there was an effect I put on it to make them kind of wobble a little bit, and they made them sound more spooky. But for those of you who don't know, those are the exact same bells that Marley Marl used on Check Out My Melody.
Oh wow. Woo, woo, talk your shit. Wow.
The same bells. So go listen to Check Out My Melody and listen to the bells that come on in the beginning. Same bells I use for five on it. I just put some shit to make them detuned a little bit so they got this little eerie effect on them. They sound a little spookier than the ones on Check Out My Melody.
Wow.
So
Now you're gonna go make me
that's
listen to this shit.
that's that's the element that probably made Jordan Peele say, there's some spookiness to these bells. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Since he used that shit, man, my checks have been way better.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I'm about to say, how the bag look? Because the bag look great.
I appreciate Jordan Peele.
Woohoo!
He
I got a plaque right here, big ass plaque up at the top, man. Thank you, Jordan Peele. You see that plaque right there, nigga? Yes, thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Jordan Peele's the shit, man.
Yeah, he the shit, bro.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, he used 5 on it and slowed that shit down.
And then he came and snatched 40 up for a song too on his next
movie.
movie.
On the next one.
Yeah.
Look up. That one. Up. The Up movie. He fucked it up.
That
man.
Nope with that Nope. That song Nope.
That Nope. Yep. And then look, the nigga, Jordan, is he from the Bay?
I don't think he is.
He fuck with us heavy though. That's all I can say. He remind me of motherfucking Coogler. You know what I mean? That do the Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Coogler. You feel me? But that movie was huge for us, bro. Like, how did you go watch the movie and see your shit being played through the movie with the horror flick shit going on at the same time?
Man,
like,
I went right when it came. I went the day it came out, debut.
Come on, bro. How did you feel?
Me and the whole family went.
How'd y'all feel about it, bro? Because they played the original song when they was riding in the station wagon. How you feel about it, bro?
Man, I was so happy, man. I was like, damn. I was like, and I saw how long it went, and then right after that, motherfucking Bobby Brown used it.
Boom! Look at that.
And that was crazy. He had it on an ill scene too. They had put it on an ill scene.
Oh yeah, Bobby Brown used it on the Bobby Brown and Whitney shit. Facts.
Yeah, on part 2, right when part 2 comes on, he was cooking up some crack, and Whitney was in there. Yeah, and Whitney was in there singing, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
I forgot about that. They did play it on.
Yep. So I appreciate them for. Hey, I appreciate BET too.
Hey, for real, niggas, man, niggas ran it up on their ass, bro. Period, bro. I just had to ask you how I felt. I felt like it reinvented the song. You know what I mean? Like the bags went up. Like I seen like TikToks and YouTubes of the youngsters. You know what I mean? Playing it on, with the DJ boys playing and mixing it. Youngsters playing it on the piano. I see bands, marching bands playing it at colleges and shit. I'm like, yeah, this shit is it went viral. It went viral.
Oh yeah. When
every
I saw
time
that,
a nigga had and then right now, still to this day, every time a nigga have something on TikTok, it got the beat playing in the background. When they say some conspiracy shit on TikTok, Well, you know the
Right.
government. It's like
Oh yeah.
that shit viral on every TikTok right now, literally.
Man, I thank the fans for that, man.
Facts,
Thank you, fans.
facts,
Thank you, all the fans, man. I love y'all. Y'all did it. This we wouldn't be shit without y'all.
factoids. We ain't shit without the fans, bruh. Period. Straight up. I say the same, man. They made it what it is. Period. You
Yeah,
know, the fans
Alex,
tapping in made this shit legendary.
special thanks to Alex Mejia too. You know, because he was at KBL running running that motherfucker up. Big Von, all them niggas, man. They was running it up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Big Von wasn't there at that time.
Yeah, well, I know.
I know Alex Mejia was there though, cooking it
Man,
up. And then you gotta go to the down LA, the Baker Boys, you know, all them motherfuckers, Julio G, all them people in LA that was blowing it up too. So yeah, it started on the West Coast and it just spread it like wildfire. You feel me?
sure.
But salute to Alex Mejia because they all up under the power umbrella. You feel me? Alex Mejia got that shit in LA. You feel me?
Yeah.
Straight up. Tone, man, what you got? What you working on right now, man? Let them know what's
Well,
coming next before
um,
we get up out of here. I done had you for a minute, my nigga. You feel
I
me?
just
I ain't trying to take time out your day.
I just took a break and I'm getting ready to buy some new equipment and stir it back up, man.
You feeling
Uh,
the vibe, the vibrations?
yeah, one of your partners want me to fuck with them heavily right now. That's my nigga. I love that nigga, man. Guess who?
Who?
My
Lil Key.
no, my nigga Juice.
Oh, Juice. He know what it is, man. He know
Juice
exactly what it is.
Juice been on me. He just like Tone. Whenever you ready, I'm ready, man. He's like, I want your shit.
Hey, but what happened when I said it? You don't want to salute me. Nigga, I've been talking to you since you moved to Vegas. Nigga, like, bro, what we doing? You like,
No,
nigga, my
no,
equipment, bro, my equipment, bro. Like, you ain't gonna
no,
mention me though. Okay, cool.
I'm,
I'm ashamed of
I'm just ready to crank back up, baby. As soon as as soon as I get it going, I'm gonna hit you with some tracks.
Hey, bro, ASAP eat no
I can
Rocky, man, and still use the same formula. Still get Christian on the
yeah,
hooks. Still get Mike on the hooks. Still
the same
you on the hooks, nigga. And then you could do the hooks right now with the auto tune. You don't even need nobody. So
I,
it's
I,
so easy right
I,
now with
no,
the electronics. You feel
hey,
me? That
we not fucking, we not fucking with no auto tune.
okay, my bad. Cause you see, but if you got a hook, you can auto tune it. That's all I'm saying. You don't gotta get a singer, man. Niggas figure that it ain't T-Pain no
Song,
more. I'm just saying.
listen, song I ever, that was every song that I ever had that was a hit had singing on it, but it wasn't no auto tune.
Facts, facts.
I'm
I'm
still
just saying, I don't
talking.
use auto tune neither. I don't fuck with that neither. I don't rap in auto tune. I don't like auto tune hooks on my albums. So I'm soul. I like the soul music. I like shit that touches soul, man. You need real
Yeah,
singing,
I need
real
real voice.
harmony, real voices to touch the soul, man. So yeah, I don't do
Yeah,
the computer shit. I ain't in computer land. Everything sound robotic.
yeah.
You
You
know what
know
I
what you
mean?
forgot about? You forgot about one of my classics that we didn't mention, man. I gotta say, what's up to my nigga Sally Cell? It's
Talk
going
your
down.
shit. You made this
It,
going down tonight?
yeah,
Nigga, what? Oh my God. That's why I knock like that. Oh
yeah.
my Lord.
I made the drum beat kind of like computer love, and then
That's
I
what I was
had
about to
me
say. It's computer love, nigga. You killed that.
and Scott both did the keyboards. Scott helped me on that track, but I produced the track, but he helped me on the keyboards. But yeah, that was what that was. And then Carrie did the vocals. You know, her shit was classic. It's going down the hook. And yeah, that shit, shit, man. Keep it on the real. 3 times didn't even want to do keep it on the real.
Nigga, that's their biggest hit, my nigga.
Right, but they didn't want to do it. Like that was something kind of like Eric had to push on them. Like it was one of my favorite beats that I had made songs from back in the day. I've always been a big loose ends nigga. I've been rocking loose ends. Like if you ever listen, the song I did on Sicko, whole fucking season, that's from Slow Down.
Oh, right. Facts.
And then the song I did with Harm, Um, what was it called? It's on the Family Tree, first one. Um, I used Loose Ends. You Can't Stop the Rain.
Oh wow.
That's on the Family Tree album.
See,
Well, yeah, I've been fucking with Loose Ends heavy, and now I see hella niggas is trying to fuck with them. But nigga, that's my old shit.
Tone, that's why we need you back, my nigga. Period. So you can bring the real shit back. That's what every nigga is on this drill trap shit. It's time to take it back to some real music, my nigga. You feel me? That's why we need you back, my nigga. Mike Dean turned to some electrotronic shit with Travis Scott and them niggas. He ain't even doing soul music no more. So we need that soul music back, Tom. We need you, bro. Period. The only niggas that doing like, you know what I mean?
Don't worry.
You can say like Pharrell probably the only nigga doing soul music, and probably Kanye. You know what I mean? Because he be doing some hell of a samples, but
I'm not letting nobody down. I'm staying soulful.
You feel me?
I'm keeping my soulful. I grew up in the church, bro.
Facts. We need that back, bro. Period. I grew up in the church too. That's why I be so blessed, my G.
Period. Yeah, I grew up in the Ephesians, man, on Alcatraz and Adeline, bro.
Wow. Look, check this out. One more question, man. How you feel about the rap game as a whole right now? You from a producer, you know what I mean? How you feel about it?
I don't listen to rap. That's how I feel about it. I stopped listening to it.
Damn.
You know what? As soon as I heard, hey, look. As soon as I heard New York niggas trying to sound like they was from down south, that's when I just turned it off.
Tapped out.
Yeah.
Turn the TV off.
Man, bye. Hey, all I listen to is Al Green and old shit, man. I stay in my vibe. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want none of that shit influencing me. Everybody talking about they the king of this, they the GOAT, they the king of hyphy and slaps, king of slaps and all this shit. And I'm like, man, it ain't about that. It's about making hit records, man. Whatever happened to hit records?
Facts.
Like, what about classics? What about shit that lasts long? Not shit that you hear for like 2 weeks and it's over.
Facts. Yeah, that's what's going down. It's microwave music, you know.
Hey, and then here's the other thing that's wrong. The producers ain't producing no more. The rappers think they producers.
Say that again.
The rappers think they're producers. Everybody got a thing and they got a recording set up in their bedroom, but like
Logic.
You
got their Logic set up.
A producer is there to tell you, like, man, that shit is garbage, my nigga. Like, do that shit again. Like that ain't it, bro. Like, you need somebody to be honest with you, man. Some of these niggas, they just record whatever, and they got a bunch of homeboys saying that shit slap.
Right.
And it don't slap. It's like, yeah, the beat might be knocking. There's a lot of good beats out here that's knocking, but the raps ain't matching up to the beats, man. The hooks ain't matching up. Niggas doing all this auto-tune on their hooks, and that shit sound trash, bro. You there? Yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
I had to use the bathroom right quick. My bad, bro.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same. Like it's hella repetitive. Like we came from the era where you
All
couldn't
that.
sound like each other. You had to be original. Right now, it's like a
Hey,
copycat going down. Everybody is doing the same thing. That if a nigga blow up with this style, everybody following. The nigga blow up with that one. But how you feel about the females taking over the game? Like the game got so dead that the females was beating niggas ass. How you feel about that?
here's the thing, right? I guess I can't say nothing about the females right now
No,
because
none disrespectful. None disrespectful.
look,
But
because
we're talking about the rap game as a whole. Females put
but
niggas
look,
on a chokehold for about a good 4
we've
years.
been talking we've been talking pimp hoe shit for hella long, and now they back talking their shit, and I guess we deserve that. You know, a lot of us are like, man, I don't want my daughter hearing that. Well, shit, man, we made some shit that our son shouldn't really be hearing. So, it is what it is, man. And like I heard some shit the other day, and like it had a good beat and everything, but I'm like, damn, like that little broad. I mean, I kind of went bad on it and said like it sound terrible as far as that song. Somebody used that 24s by Ti, and they put some shit talking about this nigga won't stop nutting in me and all that shit. And I'm like, what? But then
Oh
I
wow.
heard Broad, she on a song with that little bad baby broad, and she going hard. Like she kind of sounding raw. Like she actually do got a good flow. But she, they be on that everything they talk about is sex now. And it's like shit. You don't want your daughter listening to that shit. It's because it's like, you know, as a man, I feel like women are the only thing we got left is pure in this world, man. It's like, and if they get poisoned, man, that mean you got to think, man. That's where your seed is coming from, bruh. You got to put your seed in that, and your seed got to grow inside of that woman, man. Like you don't want a woman to be, like you don't want that, man.
You don't want a Christian Rock to be your baby mama. No disrespect, but I know where you're going.
But they could say that about us too. They could say, well, I don't want no nigga that's just on the corner selling dope and doing this and doing that. I want a nigga that's smart and that's a doctor or it's a lawyer or, because there's other things that us as black men that we can do. Like it ain't just about rapping. Like there's other things that is good, that's hip, that's cool. Like I wouldn't be mad if my son was a doctor, my son, he don't got nothing to do with
Nobody would be mad if they son a doctor, nigga. Like you preaching to the choir with that one. See that? I wouldn't be son of my.
that's
What you want your rapper to
like
be? Your son to be a producer, doctor, nigga.
yeah.
Fuck the producer, nigga.
I I didn't press my son to be into the music industry. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let what he want to do. He like cars, man. He want to fly helicopters and shit. He going to helicopter school. He want to do shit like that. So I back him for what he want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Period. Our vision is our vision. Their vision is their vision. Once they get old, they do their own thing. We wish like, hey man, hey, and they gotta learn. You know what I mean? And they gotta, make their own path and their own footsteps in the sand. So I agree with that absolutely, man. I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to my Wonder Twin Goose to greatness, motherfucker, man. I see everybody in the chat, man. We got the legendary Tone Capone in the building, man. I know I'm gonna throw the motherfucking invite out, man. I know some people want to ask you some questions. I ain't gonna get you out that quick, man. You got fans in this motherfucker, man, that probably want to ask you a couple questions, man. You feel me? Like we gotta get the full interview out, man. I know Network want to ask you some questions. You know what I mean? Goose the Great might want to tap in and ask you a couple questions, but you know what I mean? I just love you, bro. Period. I just wanted to clear that shit up because niggas try to put, me against you. I'm like, oh, whoa. What type of
Oh no,
banana in a tailpipe is this? Like, hey, what are we doing here, bro? I love Tone Capone, man. Don't never try to put me against my brother. You feel me? And I
hey,
said,
but that's why
Tone.
I didn't get on the internet. I called you.
Yep, exactly. So now I said, what I say, man, come tell your story, bro. Period. I wasn't even
Yeah,
like, let's clear it up. Like, I ain't, let's tell your story, bro. Your story. This one, I don't know you to do interviews anyway. So this is one of the first interviews. I done heard the whole story. You know what I mean? Period. I've been amazed the whole interview, bro. You super legendary. Besides doing our shit, man, you did legendary shit before you ever came across us, bro. Period. So salute to you, my
Right
nigga.
on, right on,
You
right
feel
on.
me?
Hey, the group. Hey, and that group I was talking about is called the Funky Aztecs.
The funky Aztecs that fucking AJ had.
Yep, they was under TNT. They was on TNT Records with Digital
I
Underground.
remember. I remember the funky Aztecs. I remember them. Yep.
Yep,
I
they got a
remember that.
song called Salsa Con Soul Food.
Mm.
Tupac is on it. Funky Aztecs, TMD from Capital Tax, Money B, all them. They're all on that one song.
Oh, wowzers. That's fucking crazy, bro. Damn. Okay, that's why niggas got the deal. You got the fucking, that was like a fucking West Coast symphony. Like shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got all them dudes on that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. And like my nigga Kenny, I still fuck with my nigga Kenny, the one who discovered SWV. People don't even know how much shit he discovered. He discovered the Neptunes. He
No way.
discovered SWV. He discovered what's her name? Oh shit, I always forget her name, but she dope as fuck. Um
But who she was signed
uh
to?
she had a raw ass song. She's from the East Coast. Damn. I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, he discovered Neo.
Wow.
Yeah, he had discovered a bunch. He discovered Antonio. I don't know if you ever got to meet Antonio, but Gov
Nuh-uh.
had him, and
Yeah, I
Gov had
remember
him.
Antonio.
Look, Gov had him signed to Dr.
Dr. Dre, right. Facts.
Yeah, Antonio was
Free to
signed to
go.
Dr. Dre for a minute,
Yeah, free to
but he was
go.
just, but he was just always getting into shit. So that nigga steady. He's still getting into shit to this day. Nigga got an incredible voice.
My nigga Network Calico alumni, man. Town
Hey,
business,
hey,
man. What's up with
town
you,
business,
champ?
man, for sure. What's
What's up,
going on with
Ned?
the fire breathing dragon, man? Salute to motherfucking Tone Capone, man. What's happening with my brethren, man?
What's up with it? What's happening?
Oh man, another day like the other day, man. As long as we standing on top of the ground and the ground ain't standing on top of us, shit, that's a day to be happy, right?
Yeah, we good money,
Right,
baby. You
right.
feel me? Hey, man, Tone, this is one of my podcast hosts, man, from my other podcast, man. What the fuck weekly, but man, he alumni, man. He from the town, man. I know he got to ask. I know he want to ask you some questions. You know what I mean?
Man, definitely. I wanted to know, did you do any work as far as on a couple of the Scarface songs that somebody told me that you was responsible or had a hand in producing? One was Smile and the other one was Mary Jane.
Both of them. I wrote both the hooks on both of them and did beats.
Man, listen to me. A lot of people can say, especially when it comes to Mary Jane, that's a good beat, but that shit, I can't even disrespect that by calling that beat. That's music. Like if you listen to that, like I didn't put the earphones in, bro, and just heard a kaleidoscope of sounds. It's like a motherfucker took the whole spice rack and put into that shit, brother. So
Oh yeah, that's me and Mike Dean. Mike Dean too.
yeah, man. Another producer, and I think he doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. Is the brother? What's in the N.O. Joe?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's my nigga right there. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, man. Shout out N.O. Joe for sure, man. But no, I was definitely digging on those, and Southside definitely
Yep.
was
Southside.
I was
That's another beat I did.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, that untouched.
Yep. Southside. The nigga Jay-Z rapped that whole song to me when I was in New York.
Come on, man.
Just to show me how much he liked that song. He was rapped the whole thing.
I spent my day right off of Holloway, broke and disgusted.
Exactly.
Yeah, no
Exactly.
doubt, bro. That
Oh yeah.
that was
sounds
one of
just
them
like
ones,
Brad, nigga.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man. No,
God, bro.
definitely that was definitely one of them ones, man, that made a motherfucker stand up and take notice. That whole Untouchable album, first and foremost, like, was one of the greatest ones, man. And of course, Smile. Come on, man. What needs
Yeah,
to be
man.
said that ain't been said already about that? That's an alley oop.
Yeah, I was fortunate to get on that, man. I appreciate that shit.
Absolutely. What did you if I'm not mistaken, did you do some work with Mac Dre as well?
Oh yeah, straight up. Yep. So
Yeah, man. Shout out Pearl, man.
I did Fire, I've Been Down,
Ooh, wait.
and then I did It's Not My Job,
Mm-hmm.
and I did Genie of the Lamp.
Get the fucking that in particular beat, man. Come on, bro. I done damn near ran over a median listening to that shit.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
I was
I'm
hey, I
Nigga
was
stupid
watching
as shit.
Tech Nine's interview today, and he was saying It's Not My Job was his favorite beat.
man. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch. Yeah, I gotta watch where I listen to that. I listen to that around my wife. I might get fly and say some shit that I'll be sleeping on the couch for.
Right.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
You know, nigga
Hey,
gotta watch that. Not my job. Nigga might get
hey,
arrogant listening.
hey, bitch talking
Super
about she
arrogant.
want me
Start
to go
popping his collar and
grocery
shit.
shopping.
You
Go ahead,
feel
Tom.
me?
Hey,
Tom,
no
what'd you say?
sirree, that's not my job. No
You feel
sirree,
me?
Bob.
And I can't be one of them niggas. Hey, bro, man, I need to come sleep on the couch for the weekend. Bro.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
got
Wish the
called a
fuck I
homie like I got
would.
kicked out, nigga.
Nigga, we'll
Oh
both be
yeah.
getting kicked out this motherfucker.
Right, nigga.
Yeah, I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. I believe in happy spouse, happy house.
There
Hey,
you
but
go.
look, let's get back to the music, right? One thing we ain't talked about before you get up out of here. Killers on the Payroll, man. How y'all come up with that beat, man?
Woo.
So
That
so
motherfucking beat is
basically,
legendary,
all
bro.
right. So if you listen to Killers on the Payroll, don't you notice something? Can you tell that it's the same drum sounds I used on Smile?
No.
I can't. I never, if you wouldn't have never pointed that out,
Yep.
I promise
And
I wouldn't have never.
it's the same
Oh,
drum
it is.
sounds I used
Oh, wow.
on 3 Times Crazy. Can't fuck with this. Same drum sound.
Wow.
Wow.
I wouldn't have never put them together like that. I promise you I wouldn't have.
Now niggas
Yep,
gotta go
same
listen to
drum
the
sounds.
Yeah, you feel you that nigga finna do a
we gotta go
rewind.
listen to 808s and shit on every song to figure it out.
Well,
Right.
it's the snare. The snare.
Oh, the snare. Okay.
Listen to the
Mm,
snare.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Killers on the
genius, man.
Payroll. So yeah, that was basically okay. So I started it out with the drum beat, and then I made the bass line. Like this is how I did all my beats. I would make the beat first, and then I would
Uh,
start working on the bass line, and then I'd start adding things. And all that harpsichord shit, that was my shit. You never heard nobody in Rap a Lot use them sounds ever until I
Ever.
came around.
Facts.
Them
I
old
think it.
English sounds, them
That
old
old
English
English
Yeah.
shit.
sounds, that old
Yeah.
mob
Yeah.
sound and shit.
Yeah, that
That
Yeah, that was
Gambino
doom,
me,
shit.
man.
doom, doom, doom.
That
Oh my
Yeah,
Gambino
God.
shit.
yeah, that
That
was
shit.
me, bro.
Yeah, that beat right there made a nigga want to leave a horse head in somebody's bed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There you go.
This
That was
nigga's
one of
stupid.
them real mafia nigga. I will have somebody walk up from behind you and wrap plastic around your face and blow cigar smoke in it.
Nah,
There you go.
when I heard that beat, I thought of the Wu-Tang off the rip. I'm like, it
Really?
gotta be a lot of niggas. I'm talking about far as hella niggas rapping on it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
it wasn't
definitely.
just me and Numb rapping on that. We had everybody rapping on that motherfucker. Tech Nine, Pop LQ.
Everybody.
Yeah, we had everybody back to back on some Wu-Tang shit. because it sounded hella like some Gambino shit, like Wu-Tang with
Right.
Raekwon and them. It sounded like a Wu-Tang symphony type of song. And that's
Right,
the
like
song
everybody from the round table.
that song was the creation of the regime. From that song started the regime. Period. We you know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
why I want
man.
to talk about that song, because that song is why we got these dragons and all this shit on my chest, everything from that one song, bro. So thank you,
Facts.
my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah,
Right
no
on,
doubt,
man.
man. Thank you for your contributions, not only to Bay Area / California / West Coast hip hop, but hip hop as a whole. Thank you for your contributions, man,
Right
because
on, my nigga.
it's not often that, I mean, you got producers that try to catch that lightning in a bottle, man, but when you can capture the zeitgeist at that time, when you know that something that you created could literally take somebody back to a time in their life, like when you hear this, I'm like, oh, nigga, I was getting money right there, or goddamn, that song got me through the pen, man, or whatever the case is. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit
Soul
is just
music.
beyond.
Soul
It's
music. It touched your soul,
yeah,
my nigga. Period.
exactly. It's beyond something that a nigga just hear and forget in the next 15 minutes. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, timeless music.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. I try to tell niggas all the time, it's a thing, it's a difference between, like, let's say, Red Monkey jeans and Levi's. One gonna be around a whole lot longer than the other one.
Oh yeah.
Fact. That
You
red
feel what I'm
monkey look
saying?
cute. That red monkey look cute, but that shit fade out real quick, and Levi's still here.
Come on now.
Hey, you remember them Parasucos? Remember them?
This nigga
To
hella
get a
stupid.
pair of
This
suits.
nigga hella stupid. Stop. This nigga stop, my nigga.
The
Yeah,
Hey,
Parasucos.
nigga,
man.
I'm a fuck y'all up, nigga. I got an old school derby, nigga. What y'all know about the derby?
Oh,
The
Ooh,
man.
derby
with the
jackets.
authentic
Bro,
gold inside.
I got the
Oh
derby
yeah.
with the yellow inside, all the shit
Yeah.
yellow joint.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
man.
the from Derby, nigga. Derby, nigga. I got a blue
Derby of
derby.
San Francisco. I swear to God, I tried to tap in with them, and they was like, "We down for a minute."
Nah, bro.
Look,
They sent me a
when you
Warriors blue
look.
derby.
Hey,
The next
Mm.
Warrior game out here, I'm wearing the derby to the LA versus Warrior game. Off
Let me
top
tell you something, bro.
with the yellow
That was my
inside,
era.
nigga.
That was my era. That was my era, Yuck. When I was in high school, we was wearing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, listen.
I had the derby on with the letters on the back. You know what I mean? When I was a little
Yeah.
nigga in the Ville with the derby.
Hold up, though, nigga. I was fucking around when the AC mob was popping, nigga.
Now,
Talk
the back of
your
the
shit.
bus, nigga.
Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Hey, my nigga, right? Check this out, network. This nigga was the DJ for the Turf Club at Little D's birthday party.
Oh wow. Oh wow. You talking about the one at the Golden Gate Fields?
There you
Yes.
Woo,
He was the
yeah,
DJ, nigga.
yeah. You was real solidified, man. Yeah, you from that era. You from that era.
Solidified,
go.
nigga.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
That nigga DJ
Yeah.
Little D party at the Turf Club, nigga.
Come
Super
on, man.
solidified,
And
nigga.
do you know how many motherfuckers that had to walk through that blender and didn't come out on the other side?
Man,
Come
bro.
on,
I already
man.
know.
All I
Bruh,
want to know is when
I
the
lived.
book coming out.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
Ned.
saying. When is the book coming
Hey,
out, nigga?
hey, Ned, check this out. I lived across the street from Bushrod Park, nigga.
North Oakland.
Yep, straight up. Right across from the tennis courts, man.
Mm-hmm. I used to stay on
Yep.
53rd, right on top of the It's All Good Bakery, nigga. Moms had a little tuck off over there.
Yeah.
I was right there fucking with the production crew while they was filming The Principal.
Oh yeah,
At that
hell yeah. I was right
when that
around the
whole remember
corner.
that school? Yeah, that school used to be beat up right there back in the days.
Yep, right on Adeline and 57th in Arlington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, that's why I had to get a real town nigga up in there, Tone. You know what I mean? It's a difference
Yeah, man.
when a real nigga from the cloth could talk it. You know what I mean?
Come on,
Shoot that
man. This
shit.
man said Lil D birthday, bro. He going back to motherfucking the Lee Cop Sportifs days when niggas used to wear roosters, man.
Man, this nigga said niggas in there with bally sweatsuits on, suede
Come
bally.
on, man. You feel me, nigga? That wasn't hard puts. That was Mr. Z's, nigga.
Off tease out. Niggas had suits on, designer suits and shit on. You know what I
You
mean?
feel what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, on mamas, bro.
The whole Ville came in tuxedos, right? Right, my nigga Tone. Tone. The Ville niggas came in suits and tuxedos.
All suit and ties.
All suit and ties, my suit and bow ties, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, niggas came in tuxedos, nigga. The whole Ville. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
that's real. That's real town business, nigga. That ain't, you feel me? That's one of them situations, nigga. You had to be there. You had to be there, nigga. I only heard stories about that shit.
Let's get my man in this motherfucker, man. Spider, man. Let's see what Spider got to say. Spider, what's up with you, man? What you got to say to what questions you got for Tone Capone?
Greetings, peace and blessings. I was wondering how does the
It's my nigga, man.
I was wondering how does the bottle of the large champagne taste, and was the helicopter flight to the J Prince Island? How long of a ride it is? That was my question.
The Tone Capone.
Show no.
Tone, is your mic muted?
Tone got to tap back in and tap back out.
Yeah, see, there's mic muted.
Back out. All right, let's get back. Let me call Tone and get him out and then get him back in. Call it. I done had this nigga for 2 hours. He probably got some shit going on.
Shit, he probably had to do like you, had to bust one of them bathroom moves right quick.
Yeah, life is lifing. You feel me?
Life is lifing, nigga. You feel me?
Yeah,
but yeah, man, you know, I made my lap around the sun yesterday. Gooch the Great and Corey Holcomb a couple days ago. Man, Cancer Gang is in this motherfucking full effect.
Up, man. Happy belated to you.
I appreciate the appreciation, man.
Yeah, what you do for the B-Day?
I kept it slow and low like a barbecue, man. You know, they say every 5 you do it tall, man. So I done went through my 30th to 35th, 40th, 45th. Now I'm waiting on that big half a pack. I'm waiting on that half a pack, man. I'm 1 year away. I'm at the 49 laps around this motherfucking sun of ours, man. But next year I'm gonna do it El Grande, no Bel Grande, El Grande.
I ain't gonna ask you how old you are. That's disrespectful as old
49.
Nigga. Okay, 49. Cool. You right around the corner, nigga.
Yeah, man. Shit, I one more year. One more year, God willing, man. I don't never take that as offensive. And I'm gonna tell you why. Yuck, a wise man told me a long time ago, nigga, fuck what they talking about to get old is the goal. Why you bullshit?
Let me get my nigga back in here while we wait for Tone.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, talk your shit, man, while we in here. How you like the interview, man? You know, like fuck the questions. What you know about the history of Tone Capone? Did you tapped in or not? All right, take him out of here. All right, we gave him a chance, another chance. You feel me?
You had a chance to dance, baby.
Yeah, a chance to dance, man. Yeah, Tone has dropped a lot of knowledge that you can't get in college, man. Damn, he was a part of so much shit, bro.
Right. I didn't even know he was at that little D function. That's crazy.
Nah, nigga, it's more deeper than that, nigga. You know he the reason why Jigga is called Jigga.
I didn't know that.
Man, listen, man. He had a small hat. He got a best friend that's a small hat. You know what I mean? And you know, Christian was his group. You know, they sent them to Rockefeller and shit. So he was calling small.
When they out of Richmond?
He was calling small hat Jigga. You feel me? Like you a nigga, but you my Jigga. And the small hat
gotcha.
Took that to Christian, and Christian, you know, said that around Jay-Z, and then now Jay-Z is Jigga. Tone, talk your shit, man. He didn't know that you gave Jay-Z the name Jigga.
I mean, not personally, but it came from me.
Right. I say third party.
I made the shit up. I used to call this my boy that I used to work with, because he was Jewish, and I didn't want to call him nigga, so I called him Jigga. And then
heard it here first.
And then Chris John, they came through, and they spoke that shit in front of Jay-Z, man. And Jay-Z ran with that shit. You know, Jay-Z, he run with some shit. He hear it to sound good. Shit.
Right. He'll be the first one to tell you.
my nigga.
Hey, he will be the first one to tell you, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song.
Yeah.
You feel me? He will do it. He'll let you know.
He let a nigga know. He let Nas know off the rip, nigga.
You feel me?
Oh
But
my
yeah,
lord.
man, no, that's definitely
Yeah.
true, man. Now what I wanted to ask you about as far as like work ethic and writing styles, because I always ask this about people who've personally met or been around certain artists. Like, say for instance, I heard this about Tupac, and I heard the same thing about Yuck. Like, these niggas is amazing scribblers. Like, nigga, it'd take these niggas 5 minutes to write a song out.
Not me, but Pac definitely. I'd take about 30 to an hour, but Pac
Yeah,
5 minutes,
yeah.
definitely.
Both of them. Yeah, they was both quick with the pen.
That's
But
what I said.
I
Yuck.
have to write you gotta think, I have to write the hook too. So it's the hook and the verse within, you know what I mean, 30 to
Right.
45 minutes. It's double time. I ain't just writing a verse, my nigga. So you feel me?
Yeah, you got to do the whole everything around that verse, the bells and whistles.
Bingo. And the verse. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it take a
they
minute.
both was great writers. Face
Mhm.
Face would take a little longer. 40 would take a little longer, but they still would write some raw shit.
Yeah,
You know
buddy.
what, Tone? I noticed the longer niggas take, the doper they are. You know, when I did the song with Coogee Rap, my idol, right? He hopped on the Thug Money track. I think who did that motherfucker? Hurt him bad or not hurt him bad, but either either I think Seven did it or fucking Rick Rock. Rick Rock and
Mhm.
Seven. Anyway, do the shit with Coogee. Coogee takes 8 hours to write his shit.
Mm.
8 hours, but we rap for like 36 bars. Like our shit was long as fuck. You know what I mean? Two long ass Mob Deep verses. You feel me? With a hook on it.
Right.
I wrote my
But
shit
you,
within an hour. Laid my shit, man. I done went to dinner runs, lunch runs, all type shit. He's still writing. When that nigga got done, that nigga
whew,
blew the song away, nigga. He shitted on me, nigga. Destroyed me, nigga. That nigga went crazy.
I
Hey,
So
see it.
hey,
yeah, sometimes it take a long
hey,
time for niggas to come with that shit, but when they boy, shit. I'm
hey,
not
Yeah,
you
mad at them 8 hours, nigga. Paid
you
every
want
eight
to hear a
hours
funny
studio
story?
time. It's good money.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
So back in the day, we used to have this thing called the Gavin Convention.
I remember the Gavin.
The
Used to be out there in
Gavin fact.
Frisco, right?
Yep, it was in the early. Everybody used to come out and perform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I already had known I had met Cool G on some other shit. He had come out and I had met him. So me and him was keeping in touch. He was living in Arizona, right?
He was in
Mm-hmm.
AZ. That's when he was fucking with Superhead.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to fuck with him. Like I used to talk to him. So I knew when he was coming. I knew he was coming out to the Gavin, right? So when I
Mm-hmm.
saw him at one of the shows, I had rolled up. I had a fatty rolled up, right?
Now
So I
look,
start
Tone
smoking.
Capone. Let me give a description. Tone Capone is the Bob Marley joint nigga. I'm talking about
Right.
big ass Bob Marley joints all day in the studio. That's Tone Capone. So go ahead. He telling you he had one of these big ones
So
that he used. He wrote these all day. That's nothing
Right.
right,
usually Capone.
I'm talking about a Taylor like 2 grams in a joint, like that type of shit.
Oh, my bad.
Wait a minute. Hold on before you finish. Shout out to the OG niggas that know what a Taylor is, nigga, because I'm rolling one
All
right
the
now.
joints and pure
Nigga,
joint.
straight
Nigga, not no
Taylor,
Woodard.
nigga.
In the Taylor, nigga, all zigzag, nigga, not
You
no
feel
Wood,
me?
nigga. 2 grams in a zag. That's
Mm-hmm.
stogie, nigga.
Hey, but
Oh,
see the
God.
reason why, the only reason I could do it is because it was sticky.
Right.
So the
Tone,
shit would stick together.
another note out there. Tone always had the best weed. Go ahead, continue.
All right, so we at the Gavin convention at a show, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think Gangstar or somebody is performing. It's dope, right? Or I forgot that other group called not Fushnikins, but it was another group. I forgot what they were called.
Lords of the
But they might have
Underground.
been. It was 2 niggas in it. I forgot what the name of them. But
Here comes the Lords.
no, not the Lords, but it was during them days.
Right.
Um
Co-writers, teachers?
Nah, it was two other niggas, man, and they had some. Oh shit, man! I forgot what the name of that group was, but they was dope. But me and Cool G smoking, right? So guess who walks up?
Dies Effects.
No, your partner.
No, I'm talking about Dies Effects was the group.
No, it wasn't Dies. It wasn't Dies Effects.
Black
I'll
Sheep.
think of it. I'll think of it. I'll tell you when
Black
I
Sheep.
remember.
Black Sheep.
No. It was another group, man. I forgot what they were called.
New
blood,
York.
but they were.
Name the coast they from, and we could get close to it.
I want to say they were on the same label as Gangstar, but I don't remember. I can't say for sure.
A two-man crew.
But they was dope, man. So anyway, we sitting there watching the show, and your boy walks up, Reggie Noble.
Shout out, Ray.
So listen to this. I'm sitting here smoking with Cool G Rap, and I'm like, this is one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yeah, my favorite rapper all time.
Then Reggie Noble walks up.
That's why we think alike. Cool G is my. That's why I rap, because of Cool G and Scarface and fucking Ice Cube. Them three made my style. But continue.
And then Reggie Noble walks up. This nigga, he starts smoking with us, right? Cool G introduces him to me, and then he invites your boy to come over to smoke because he sees him. Nasty Nas.
Nah, you having a smoke out with the big Bob Marley boy with Nas, Cool G, and Redman?
Yeah,
that's crazy,
nigga. That's legendary, nigga. Continue with that story.
So,
how they feel about the Bay Area weed?
Hey, so I'm about to tell you a cold story. It goes deeper than this. All right, so this nigga Redman, this nigga getting the joint all wet, and I'm like, fuck you, nigga. I got more weed. You guys can have that.
Yeah, we don't do the wet lip.
This nigga slobbering all over the damn fucking joint, man. I'm like, fuck that. I don't
man,
do
that nigga used to blunts.
Yep, yeah, I don't fuck with all that, man. I'm like, too much saliva for me, bro. But here's the funny story about him, right? So you know Sky Baller, right?
Sky Baller from the Skull.
Yeah. So Sky Baller brings this nigga Reggie Noble over to my house in fucking it had to be like 2003, 2004, in that area, right around there.
Okay.
He brings him to my house. I'm living on 58th Street in North Oakland, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga comes by with Reggie Noble and his partner. And now you got to understand where I am in the game at that point. I'm smoking bong hits at the time with Granddaddy Purple, cold water hash, and I was dropping the fucking oil, the oil on top of the motherfucking bong.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, he's trying to kill niggas.
He trying to fuck Redman up. He trying to have Redman die in his house, nigga.
No, look, Redman said he didn't want to hit it. He was afraid. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just telling you the real.
Man, niggas back off, nigga.
I scared Redman, nigga.
Wow.
The nigga and his partner smoked it, nigga. His partner was out. His partner was just out of there.
That's why he was scared, nigga. It was partner out of there, like, I don't want none of that, bro. I gotta perform tonight, nigga. I got a show. I gotta be active, nigga. You better fuck my whole equilibrium out. Whatever equilibrium. Say the word for me, nigga.
Equilibrium.
Yeah, equilibrium. Fuck everything off. I can't perform after this, nigga. But look, I got a story about Red, right? Same shit happened when we did Hypnotize, right? I got straight gas. This is when OG Kush is out here. This is when OG Kush was out here in LA. I got the OG Kush, just gassing up the whole studio, stanking up everything, right? I get a nigga a bud, and this is when we, rolling Swisher Sweets and shit. No, we rolling Phillies. So niggas stuffing Phillies and shit.
Hey, so
He
look.
like, nah, no. He say, nah, that's too strong, man. I gotta mix it with the chocolate. So he pull out the cess weed and fill the shit up with cess weed and sprinkle it with the OG. He said that shit too strong. I can't smoke that shit by itself, man. I gotta sprinkle it with some of this motherfucking Bombazi. He called it Bombazi, whatever the shit he called that. I got that
Man,
Bombazi.
Hey, so yeah.
That's some
So yeah,
cess
Redman.
weed, man.
Redman was afraid, bro.
Yeah, that nigga, B was afraid in the Hypnotize studio in LA. That nigga was smoking Bombay Z with a sprinkle of OG at the top. He would not smoke a straight OG
Hey,
bud
so
to the
look.
head. No.
Hey, you guys ever heard of what is Mr. White folks?
yeah, the pimp.
The pimp from Chicago, the white boy.
Oh,
Mhm.
facts.
One of my partners brought him through to do an intro, right?
Mhm.
Right.
This nigga tried to clear one of my bong hits in one hit, bro.
Wrong move, buddy.
And it was some purple. It was some granddaddy with some drops of oil on top, right? Hey, check this out. He didn't want to say nothing while he was there. But when he left, he told my partner, he said, take me to the hospital.
These niggas put something in the weed.
He told my nigga, he didn't want, hey, look, he didn't want to front himself off in front of me. So he said when he left,
God damn.
he told my partner, he said, take me to the hospital, man. I think I'm having a heart attack, bro.
Gas,
Man.
gas, make the nigga have a mild heart attack. Come on,
I'm
man.
trying to tell you, man.
Ooh, you nigga got me
Niggas
crying.
be thinking. Niggas be thinking, like, I say it all the time, like, depending on what it is that you're talking about in the region that you come from, you have the right to be arrogant about certain shit, like pizzas in New York. Like, you can't talk pizza with a nigga from New York. Just like when it comes to California, like, nigga, I don't care if you've been to Jamaica, if you've been to Amsterdam, where you been at, nigga. It ain't no weed fucking with California weed, in my opinion.
No, nigga, none. I done been to everywhere you said. I done been to Amsterdam. I done been to Amsterdam, anything, nigga. I done been all around the United States. No IT fucking with California. And I had an argument with my nigga in Detroit the other day. I say it's 3 motherfucking spots that got the best weed. The Bay, LA, and Detroit. Detroit got some LA shit, some Bay shit out there. They got gas. I'm fucking on Detroit shit right now. Nigga, I'm damn near about to fall asleep, nigga. I gotta eat to wake my shit
but
up.
listen to this, though.
They got gas, nigga.
Hey, here's something. But listen to this. Niggas don't know. See, I didn't smoke Panama Red and Buddha Thai.
The stick,
now,
nigga.
Do you know what Buddha Thai? You know what Buddha Thai is, my nigga?
The stick, right? Ain't that what you gotta unwrap it from around the stick?
It's Thai stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It's got opium on. It's sprayed with opium.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
That's them OGs
That's
used
why
to smoke
niggas
that
was
shit.
So high. Bro.
No, that shit was like some fucking. It was like, man, it put you right to sleep. You're like a pinhead.
Yeah.
A pinhead.
Nigga, I know.
A pinhead. The shit was damn near wet when you broke it up because it had that shit on it.
Look, I'm gonna give you a story about that, right? First time I seen Thai stick was at the Luke Peep Show. You know, the Loonies did the Peep Show on the beach in LA.
Right.
And they bringing out all type, but we had a little hut, little fucking tent to where we were smoking, but it still was on the beach when we, do the interview. But we had a hut when we were smoking. They was filming. They had us judging weed. So they had the good weed and shit. Then they had the old school weeds, nigga. And they had the motherfucking chocolate Thai. I'm talking about the shit that you pull off the string. The whole bud was right there. You know, I got the stuff and shit. I'm fresh in the game, fresh off the block. I don't know no better. I'm stealing all the weed. Boy, they busted a nigga, man. Hey, man, It ain't no more weed on the table. What happened, man? We after camera review, rewind. He said, you done took, man, hey, man, right here, man. Here you go, man. My bag. I thought they said that was for us to take home. So
You
I
feel me?
had it, but I never got to smoke it. I was so greedy that I took it off the table and didn't get to smoke the shit, man. I had it right there, nigga, and they busted me with it. You know, some grimy
Man,
ass, fresh in the Ville, fresh in the industry shit. You know what I mean?
I
Don't
got
know
a
no better,
cold,
fresh
man.
off the turf. And I thought I had it like, oh, and they had Colombian gold. They had all the old school shit. I grabbed the Colombian gold. I grabbed the tie stick. The good
Yeah, that
weed.
Colombian gold and that Acapulco gold.
Man, they had all
I'm
that
a
shit,
nigga.
all that old school shit. I grabbed all that shit. I tried to tuck and dip. They like, stop in the name of Bud.
I
You
remember that
stole
nigga.
the weed from us.
I'm a nigga was selling that shit $5 joints of Acapulco Gold in the first Acorn parking lots back in the days, man. I got a cold Be Legit story. I remember I fucked around and met Bila over my partner Big Ben, man. That's like my brother. Shout out Big Ben. At his house in Vallejo, the nigga Bila pulled up. This right around the time that the Hip Museum had came out. And I don't know what kind of weed that nigga had. All I remember is when I got in that car, nigga, I drove home, nigga, the whole way home, a strong 12.5 miles an hour, the whole motherfucking way. Nigga, when I jump out the car, it feel like I'm trying to run in a motherfucking swimming pool. Nigga,
Oh
nigga, my motherfucker for waist deep water, nigga, that shit was crazy. I slept like a baby. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Bila rocked the nigga to sleep, bro. That nigga had a blunt long as my motherfucking arm.
Nah, we be in the studio, right? Nah, motherfucking Bart try to blame the shit on Spence and them, right? I said, B, I did an interview like, y'all niggas was off that Yao Mean back in the day. He said, nigga, nah, man, Spencer used to have big ass stogies, half a joint stogies in the studio. We hit them motherfuckers and they was grimy.
Ooh,
That
you
turned
got him
them
with
out.
the
He
Grimalaya.
said that turned them out, them grimy joints.
Yeah, man.
After that, them niggas start throwing powder. Yao Mean. Hey, man.
He jumped in and he
So,
couldn't jump back.
So let them know that used to be an old school stunt back in the day. Like you had to have money to smoke like coke with weed, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was
Especially some good coke.
and sprinkle that dust in your weed, nigga. That was it, man. My sister used to smoke motherfucking Grimmies. I mean chewy, not the Grimmy, with the powder.
We used to call them
Grimmy got the
cavies.
crack in it.
No, we used to call them cavies.
Cavios, man. Them caviars, I mean. Yeah.
Caviars.
Yeah, they got that little sweet smell.
Shit smell like burnt grapes.
You smell that sweet smell. Oh, that's a cavi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit smells sweet to the motherfucker. Yeah. We used to come home from school, nigga. My sister would caviar up, man. That whole fucking apartment smelled like caviar. She let us go out and play, nigga. The nigga don't have to do no homework. And then go out and play. Go outside. Like, nigga used to come home and had to do homework. Nah, y'all go and play. Like, okay, no homework, cool. Shit smelled cavied out, super sweet.
Man.
Nice and shit. Hey, how y'all doing?
Nigga, the last time I seen a nigga smoke a cavi, nigga, Oakland A's used to still be called Billy Ball.
Crazy, bro. Well, Tone, man, thanks for tapping in, man. I appreciate you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you for how long. It's almost a 3-hour interview, man. You want to get some shout outs to anything that you got going on, like, you know, businesses, ventures and shit? I know you done did all types of other.
Hey, all I can say is go run up my Spotify playlist, man. Go check that out. It's called Produced by Tone Capone.
Oh, I'm going to that right now.
Yeah, I'm on that right now.
That's gonna be in my playlist, nigga.
By your bullshit.
By your bullshit.
Yeah, because I think that a lot of people don't understand the amount of work that you put into the game. I mean, outside of the nationwide hits, just like the regional hits as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think that needs to be applauded on every level.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's why I got Tone on this motherfucker, man. I'm glad that we was able to get past the little viral shit that's going with the little Vlad interview from like
oh yeah,
7
for
years ago.
sure.
That shit hella ancient, man. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, and I'm glad we got your real story. Legendary shit, bro. Nobody
Yeah,
knew
for
about
sure.
this shit, not even me. And I've been fucking with you
Man,
for hella long. You know what I mean? This is the first time I'm hearing the
Yeah,
full-blown stories, bro. So I appreciate this history. I appreciate this legendary shit you talking, and I appreciate the legendary shit that we did together, bro. You'll be my
hell
brother
yeah, right
forever.
on, my
And
nigga.
don't let no nigga call you and try to act like I'm going against you. I'm with you, my nigga, and always
Nah,
been
no,
with
you're
you, my
not.
nigga. You know
I
how we
know.
do
I
this
know
shit,
what's
man.
happening.
I love you, Tone
Yeah,
Capone,
but
nigga. You
we
my
go.
nigga.
But we gonna do some more shit though. I'll tell you, I'll be cranked up in a few weeks.
Man, hey, man, they done woke the sleeping giant.
whew.
Oh, my
Yeah,
my
Lord.
my
yeah.
question
Oh,
is,
my Lord.
when is the book coming out, man?
But Tone, I'm
Oh
working on
shit,
City of Dope right now. I need some production. I ain't even wrap my album up. I need some tone slaps for the City of Dope, nigga. I can't finish it up
man,
without you, my nigga.
man. Don't worry, man. I got you, bro. I got you.
You said 2 weeks?
I'm gonna be cranked up in 2 weeks, man.
Man,
Come
listen,
on,
I'm
man.
still working. I got a whole documentary coming out with my shit. I'm doing a whole package deal, man. So I need you a part of this, my brother.
Yep, I'm gonna be. See, the thing that's good about it, Yuck, is that you're not far away from me, man. You ain't but 45 minutes away now on an
Oh,
airplane.
oh yeah, right. You're right. I'll come pull up on you, my nigga, and we
No,
build
I'm
together.
saying I could
Period.
come. I could come to LA. We could
Yeah.
just book a studio and
Yeah, we ain't, yeah, and then knock everything out. Period. Straight up. So say less.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm bringing you out here because I need the vibe. I need the whole production. Because niggas don't know
Yeah.
how important Quincy Jones was. Rest in peace, man. You know what I
Oh
mean? Niggas
yeah.
that could give you the vision. You know what I mean? Okay, boom. You know what I mean? It's easy to write, but sometimes you need to have the vision and the precision. And Tone brings all of that. Not only just a beat, my nigga. He bring the vision and the precision. So I definitely need you in the studio with me when we produce and do our shit. Definitely.
Yeah. Hey,
And
hey,
you are
look.
one of the
Hey, and to
you are
all
one
them
of the
other. Hey,
architects of
Hold on,
our
hold on,
sound.
hold on. Let
hey,
him land.
look.
Let him land, my brother.
Hey,
Go
and
ahead, Tone.
to all you rappers coming up, don't forget your producer, man. Don't forget
Facts.
your producer, man. They're important. They might have some good shit to tell you, man, if you listen. It's
Facts.
important. It's real important, man. Because right now the producer's not he absent. Because everybody's like, just send me the tracks, and then they get the tracks, and then they just in there on their own. There's nobody there to guide.
Right.
Ain't nobody there to guide them nowhere. Like, okay, yeah, that's it, or that's not it, or no, try it like this, or you know what I mean.
Or
Sometimes
try a
a
different
motherfucker can
topic.
make, yeah, a
Yeah, not this
motherfucker can
topic.
make a
Go this
difference
way.
in a song. That's right.
Facts. And the producer
Yeah,
hears what
what he
type of
wants
song
on
it
that
is
beat.
when he
Yeah,
makes the beat off the top. When he make the
yep,
beat, he like, I hear this on it. So when the artist get
yep.
it and it goes against it, the producer like, nah, you know what? I hear this type of shit on it, and then it comes together like glue. So you're absolutely right. A producer already know the vision when he making a beat. Period.
See,
Exactly.
how it was explained to me is that the producer hears everything that the MC hears and everything that he doesn't hear.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? Like he knows he's the architect of the song, so he knows the direction that's gonna sound the best to take it the furthest. Now, do you want a good song or do you want a motherfucking hit?
There you go.
And if you want a hit, you can be the best fucking lineman in the game. Listen to your quarterback.
There you go.
Listen to your quarterback. You can be the best fucking wide receiver. You can be the best running back. None of that moves without that quarterback.
There
Without the
you
fucking
go.
court. That's why Dre, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
You hear stories about Dr. Dre making niggas lay their verse like 20 times just to get that right precise verse.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Up there
Exactly.
by yourself, you just do it. Sloppy verse, niggas, shit ain't pronunciated right. None of that
You
shit.
hear
This
inequality.
nigga with the homies, oh, that sound good. Niggas drunk. It takes a nigga like Dre, like, nah, get back in there. We need everything to be precise. You need to
Right.
pronunciate shit. You know what I mean? You slurring the words. Niggas say it right.
There you
You know what
go.
I mean? We
Right.
in this type of groove, man. Get smooth on this part. Double and ad lib this little bridge part that you made. We can make that a bridge because it's a little melody within your rap. You know what I mean? You need that. Niggas will tell you that.
It's a love-hate relationship because all of your partners or niggas that's a part of your entourage is gonna tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. Sometimes to an MC, the nigga that they don't want to hear from the most is the producer, but at the end of it, that's the first motherfucker that they want to hug.
Let me give you a prime example.
All the rappers, man, I'm glad I listened to you.
But look, let me give you a prime example. All the rappers that follow Pharrell lead hit singles. Pharrell make the hook, give vision, everything. Do it like this. Pharrell gave Snoop his rebirth with that beautiful.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Snoop don't know shit like that. Oh. Like
that whole Rhythm and Green album was raw as fuck.
That you are really special. Snoop wasn't doing no shit like that
at all.
Exactly.
It took to bring that to that nigga, and what did it do? Rebirth Snoop. Like fuck the Master P era. That turn it rebirth, like it took him from the Master P shit to a whole new Snoop.
Yeah, gave him another win.
Yeah, it was the second win. The third win. Master P was the second win. The third win. Yeah, the third win after that.
Because nigga Pharrell brought that. Can I get my thrills? You know you want some more, girl. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it.
So look at what Tone do with us. You know what I mean? What Tone did. You know what I mean? With Mary Jane with Scarface. You know what I mean? Look what Tone did with all the other songs. Like, nigga, they got that vision and they could make the hook too. You feel me? Tone, the new thing is that niggas are sending the beat with the hook on it already. Like, fuck it. I ain't gonna even tell you the vision. Here it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
Listen, what that song in particular showed is that when it comes to the music, more is good sometimes. Because like I said, he put the whole spice rack in that. But less is good with the as far as the hook. It didn't take no long, big, wordy ass hook. Mary, 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 Mary. That's all you need. That's all you need. And look how beautiful, man. When that song came out, I think I played that shit 197,000 times in a row, just because I was flabbergasted on how many different sounds. Nigga, I'm hearing waterfalls and birds tweeting, and nigga, it felt like I was walking in the forest barefoot and listening to that shit. But if you smoke some good ass weed and you high, that beat matched the mood of being high.
No, nigga, we used to listen to that off mushrooms and ecstasy. We used, nigga,
it matches that beat matches the mood of being high.
Oh,
yeah,
and a Range Rover with the motherfucking 12 in the back with the
oh
TV.
My God.
Hey, look, even Mac Dre redid it. You know that, right?
He did redid
Mary Jane.
He got a song called G500. Go look it up.
Now see, when it comes that Genie of the Lamp,
I forgot I did G500 is Mary Jane. He just did it over that.
Wait, is that bloop 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 bloop?
No, G500 is Mary Jane beat.
Okay, so he did the exact beat. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't change it.
So let me ask you this, Tom. Out of all of the works that you created, and I know it's damn near sometimes this question could be like asking you to pick your favorite child, but what would you have to say is your top 3 favorites? Like, I love all my shit, I created it, but these is my ones right here.
I would say Scarface. Hey, Mary Jane from Scarface. The Loonies, I got 5 on it. And then Mac Dre and Not My Job.
That's a hell of a 3. That's a hell of a 3. You know what? I'm gonna have you throw one more in there just so it'll be an official Mount Rushmore.
Nah. I would say Smile up in there too, nigga.
Hey, look, and
Smile.
then I'll say, keep it on the real. Keep it on the
Whew.
real for number 4.
Whew.
And you got
Yeah,
those
that's
Smile. Smile is number 5. For the fact that y'all damn near had Stevie Wonder sing that hook, nigga. So Smile number 5. It gotta be.
Yeah, I
man.
can say that.
It's
I'll
like
give
it's a
it
lot of
that.
different.
Hold on. I'm
It's
talking shit.
go.
No, I'll say that. Yep, number 5 would be Smile.
Okay, cool. See, as long as I ain't fucking up your order, but that's a hell of a 5, bro.
Say that gotta come along. Huh? See, but that's how I feel about like it's a lot of different people who've made mob music. The definition of what mob music is. To me, that's how I feel about that Genie of the Lamp. I feel about Genie of the Lamp the same way I feel about Check It Out by Be Legit. Like that's just mob shit. Like that pow, 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 pow.
I think 3 Times Crazy was super mob shit. Everything he
Definitely.
did on that
Hell
shit
yeah.
was mob shit. That created the mob sound. That shit he did on 3 Times Crazy create the mob sound. The same sound that niggas probably still trying to do today. Am I lying,
Man,
Tone?
Yeah, Hit the Gas had the town going crazy too.
Oh
oh
my
wait.
lord.
Oh
Come
wait.
on, man.
Yeah, that was
TV,
big
95
right
on
there.
the ass. Got a blast. That's the task. That nigga, boy. Nigga.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Wowzers. Love you, Tone, man. I'm gonna let you get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold you for hell. I've been trying to get you up out of here for hell. I know we can keep you for
Yeah.
long. It's like 3 hours, my nigga. Thank you, Tone, man. I appreciate you, giving
It's
us your
all
time,
good,
man.
man.
Your
No
blessings,
Thanks
doubt,
your
for
man.
having
message,
me on the
man,
show, man.
and your
Thanks for having
No
me
legendary
on the
doubt.
show.
game, bro. Everybody,
Make sure y'all
Tone,
go
tell them
tap
where to
into
follow you.
that Spotify.
Yeah, Tone, tell
Yeah.
them where to follow you at on the Spotify, on the gram, on all your social medias before you get up out of here, because niggas gonna hit you up. You said 2 weeks. Niggas
Hey,
want some slaps. You feel me?
hey, it's Tone 5 on it Capone on Instagram. And then on Spotify, my playlist is called Produced by Tone Capone.
Mhm. That's a
Say
fact.
less, man.
Don't meet
Thank
him
you.
there, beat him there.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, tap in and tell a friend. You feel me? Yada, man.
Fact.
Tone Capone, man. Thank you, my
Yeah,
brother, man. And I'm gonna hit you in 2 weeks, nigga.
for
That's
sure.
all I know.
Back
All right,
outside.
Nick.
You have a blessed
All
night,
right,
Tone.
Nick.
Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, y'all.
Salute, brother.
Yada.
All right, salute.
Tone
Another
Capone,
great
the
show,
legendary
man.
in this motherfucker, man. Put
Legendary.
some dragons in the chat for my nigga Tone Capone, man. That was a
That's a
legendary
fact,
interview,
man.
legendary history. You know what I mean? Legendary shit, legendary
One of the real
production,
architects, nigga.
legendary moves, nigga. Hey, man, salute the motherfucking Tone Capone, my brother, man, from another mother, man. You know, Tone and me like this, man. We
Oh yeah.
like motherfucker Cheech and Chong. We was in the studio burning it down always. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Period. And Mike Dean was part of our crew. Mike Dean was part of our little smoke crew, but it was me, Tone, and Mike Dean. Always had the best weed and burn it down. Period. Devin the dude smoking all type of cess shit out there in
That
Houston.
coffee.
He smoking coffee, and he was scared of the real
Coffee,
weed
bro.
too. Devin was scared of the gas, and motherfucking Redman was scared of the gas. Them niggas all wanted to smoke coffee. Period.
Facts.
Yeah, Devin like, nah, I need that car. Nigga breaking down hella
So, I
stems.
gotta
Like
I gotta
seaweed.
blend this shit.
This shit look you can't even blend. This shit look like seaweed, nigga. You breaking down seaweed and burning that shit. Shit smell like burnt rubber.
You wanna hit that?
Nah,
No,
bro. But
say
niggas
it for us, yeah.
but
You wanna
Mike
hit that?
Dean,
Cool.
I cool. But Mike Dean had Mike Dean always stayed tapped in with the gas because he was fucking with Tone Capone. So Mike Dean always had to, you know what I mean, plug on the Cali shit out there in Houston. So we'd burn it down at Mike Dean Mansion. You know what I mean? At the studio in that motherfucker. So we'll be getting down, man. Tone Capone, Mike Dean. And we'll be at the motherfucking compound studio burning that bitch. You feel me? But shit. What you gotta say about the interview before we get up out of here, man?
Hey man, another great one. You feel me? It's just the latest of all of the greatest, man. I mean, one more win, my friend, as we do. You feel me? It's wherever we at, man. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a good show, man. I definitely enjoyed the interview. I came in late. I didn't catch it right at the beginning, but I wasn't far behind. I'm down about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna rewind that at the beginning, man. Definitely shout out to Tone Capone, man. Like I said, one of the real architects of our sound, and I really want to thank you for, you know what I'm saying, helping contribute to what our identity is, not only as far as our region and our area, but taking that and pushing it out nationwide to, you know what I'm saying, to a bigger audience, man, to say, hey, just like y'all there, we here too. We came to the party too.
Okay,
You
now
know?
I'm about to put now I'm about to ask you a hard ass question.
Okay.
Because you know what I mean, we always do the Yuck Mouth 5 on the 5, man. Let me see if I can pull that right up right quick, man. What is this, man?
Okay.
Style media shit. Let me see, man. Can I do the 5 on it? 5. What is shit at? Is it right here? Nope. I don't know what that is. Fire and shit. Yeah, let me get that off. Nope. That ain't it. Let me get the other shit. All right, fuck it. Yuck Mouth 5 on the 5, man. You know what I mean? I got 5 on it. Before we get up out of here, I forgot to ask Tone his top 5 too, because we don't smoke a lot radio. I'm dumb. You know what I mean? Period. No Frank Ocean. But I'm gonna ask you your top 5. What's your top 5 Bay Area producers? And you can shoot that right back to me after you do it. See, we gotta end it with our top 5 Bay Area producers, because Tone Capone on this motherfucker. So we gotta show the respect to the guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
So
yeah,
you
what's your top 5
so
Bay
you
Area
asking me my top. So you asking me my top 4, because we just gonna get Tone out the way then.
Yep, your top 4. Absolutely.
Okay. The badass Anthony Banks.
Off top.
Rick Rock.
Off top.
So what I'm at, I got 2 left.
2 left, yep.
Damn, man, that's kind of a fight between them to know. Cause I'm gonna claim that as that's bass shit, nigga. Shock G.
Yep. Ooh.
Rest in peace, Shock.
Good one.
And number 5, for his early work, Kyrie.
Off top. Okay.
Kyrie. Shout out Lil Burlock, man. Go ahead.
That's a good 5.
All right, Boomerang, man.
Ask a question, nigga.
That's same thing, no change.
Can you say it, or you just gonna say same thing, no change?
What's your top 5 producers, dead or alive, of all time from the Bay Area?
All right, man. You know, off top, fucking Tone, EA Ski, Rick Rock, the Mechanics.
Yeah, but
hold up. The Mechanics. Don't fuck up my 5, my nigga. The
go
Mechanics.
ahead. I'm gonna save my. Go ahead.
And Mike Mosley.
Okay, definitely good picks. The only reason I didn't pick the Mechanics, shout out Forax and K Tweed, man, is because I looked at that more of a group. Like, to me, that is the Bay Area's version of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
No, the Neptunes.
Yeah, the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's still a production team. That's still a production team.
Right, but see, I was going more or less solo producers, but I definitely had
Tone Capone produced most of his shit with Mike Dean. Most of his top shit with Mike Dean. They co-produced.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's true. So with that being said, man, I might have to yank Kyrie out, man, and put the Mechanics up in there, man. Because that's, like I said, honorable mention Kyrie, but that's the only reason why I didn't really. I was looking more of a solo by one person. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Definitely, the Mechanics been busting shit up, nigga, ever since they stepped on the scene, man. So,
and you already said Shock G, so that's like mentioning Tone Capone. You know what I mean? So
right.
I wanted to say something different. That's why I said Mike Mosley. I could have said Shock G too. That's off top. You know what I mean? Period. He was producing all the Pac early shit. You know what I mean? Digital Underground shit, Looney shit. You know, Money B and them, Raw Fusion shit. You know,
man.
So on and so on, nigga. Shit for movies, soundtracks, and all types of shit. So Yeah, Shock was doing his
Exactly.
one too, man. The original piano man. You feel me? Rest
The
in peace,
original
Greg.
piano man.
You
You feel
feel
me?
me?
Yeah, I
Straight up.
definitely got to give it to Shock, man. He was you know,
Oh,
even artists like Merce, you know what I'm saying, brought him out back in the days, man. Shock was responsible for a lot of different people, man. You know, so definitely got to get that brother his flowers, man. How's Detroit? Yep.
oh, we tore that motherfucker up, man. But
Yeah.
they said DJ Duro, definitely.
Oh,
Cosmo,
definitely.
definitely DJ Duro, definitely Cosmo. You know what I mean? Definitely Ann Banks. You know what I mean? I ain't mentioned Ann Banks in mine, but definitely Ann Banks. You
And
feel
I'm
me?
gonna keep it, man. I
There's
feel
so
so.
many dope ass niggas from the Bay, man. You can even go with the new niggas out there that's killing shit. Like, there's some niggas out there that's doing dirt. You know what I mean?
That's
Period.
a fact. And
Okay.
you feel me? That's how
Let's wrap
non-biased
it up.
I kept it because DJ Duro, shit, he from Cyprus. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh man, we forgot the ultimate nigga, JT the bigger figure, man. Like,
Oh
god
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
We
That's still
forgot.
we
He,
can't
you know,
forget.
he
We
was
can't
producing them
forget him.
beats too.
Yeah,
Man,
we can't forget JT.
We forgot Figaro,
Oh,
my nigga.
that's what
We
I meant to
forgot
say. That's what I
JT, my
meant.
nigga. We forgot Figaro. They say
We
Bosco
forgot.
from Portland. Yeah, they try to say Bosco. Bosco live in Oakland right now, but he's from Portland. Absolutely. They try to say Bosco. Bosco is legendary. I love Bosco shit. He had a big hand in
Yeah,
our shit.
you know what's crazy? When Tone Capone was up here, I forgot because I heard him mention a group
Oh
that
shit. Tracks a Million. We forgot
tracks a
Tracks a
million.
Million. Oh
The
my lord.
father of the hyphy movement.
The father. Tracks a fucking million, man. Rest
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace,
Tracks a
tracks.
million, my nigga. We forgot Tracks a Million. Good shit,
Mhm.
motherfucking chat. God damn.
That's a fact.
One drop Scott. Oh yeah, man. Definitely,
One
man.
drop. It's
DJ
so
Fresh.
many.
We forgot DJ Fresh. Oh my lord.
Fresh.
Oh my
It's
lord.
so many, man. Man.
But Fresh from New York though, but he live in the Bay. That's like a cheat code. But still, we gotta get Fresh because his whole blueprint for us producing has been in the Bay in Northern Cali. So
Right.
definitely Fresh, DJ Fresh. He didn't do them beats in New York. He did that shit
Not at all.
in Northern California. And
Oh, what's the
well,
boy named Sean T? Shout out Sean T.
I forgot Sean T. Yep, you forgot.
Sean
Damn,
T.
Sean
It's
T.
so many. We got some champs out
Yeah,
here, man.
it's a lot. It's a lot, my nigga. Niggas got slapper bellies, man. It's a lot.
Well, I heard you and Tone talking about an old school group, the Funky Aztecs. Um, it's crazy because when I was staying in Vallejo, I stayed right in the middle of their hood, right in the middle of their barrio, right?
Right.
So I literally used to see these cats every day. Like I remember at the time that they was recording their first album. I'll shout out my homeboy Ray, aka Sapo. He was the only one that talked like this because I think he had got stabbed in the throat or something. But
You're
all of
stupid.
them niggas,
I ain't
all of them
fucking with
niggas
you,
was,
bro.
yeah, I mean, they was. I remember them niggas when I was a young cat out there, man. Moving and grooving around the V Town, man. Shout out Vallejo for sure, man.
Let's get the fuck up out of here. We've been in this bitch for 3 hours, man. Big shout out to Tone Capone. Thank you for tapping in, man.
You up
And we
north?
usually we gonna double back on What the Fuck Weekly. Let's end the Smoke a Lot Radio. I'm about to load up What the Fuck Weekly, and we tapping right back in. Everybody don't go nowhere. We about to come right back in within 30 minutes, man. Period.
Hey,
Do a What the Fuck Weekly. It's Smoke a Lot Radio. Shout out to Tone Capone, legendary interview. We gonna get
yes,
the fuck
sir.
about this motherfucker, man. Say a shout out so we can end this, bro.
I'm gonna say my short shout out to the whole motherfucking team, man. We'll be right back on What the Fuck Weekly, so you can catch us there. This one more motherfucking win again. Shout out to Uncle Capone. Let's wrap it up, yup.
Yada for sure. Appreciate you, champ. Another episode of Smoke a Lot Radio with your host with the most Culato Smoke. You dig? Tapping in on Yuck Mouth TV. Subscribe to your guy. Y'all hit them likes. Y'all hit the motherfucking comments. Y'all do all that shit to level this whole shit up, man. We trying to get to 60,000 subscribers. So hit them subscribes to your guys on the way out, man. Also hit the motherfucking donation if you appreciate the conversation, man. Cash App at the bottom of the motherfucking screen, Mean Gene. You feel me? And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. You know what I mean? Salute to the whole chat, the gang, the Dragon Gang, the nation. You feel me? The committee, everybody. All my mods doing a motherfucking job. It seemed like I'm in a matrix and shit freezing up, but we about to keep this shit going. You feel me? We catch y'all same bat time, same bat channel. No, later bat time, same bat channel within the next 30 or 40 minutes. Let me load up some content. And we coming back with What the Fuck Weekly. You dig? Yada da boy. Big salute to Tone Capone, man. And listen and stay tuned for more Tone Capone production, man. Y'all follow his gram. Y'all follow his Spotify and get them numbers up, man. And get our numbers up, man. We out this motherfucker, man. Yuck Mouth TV, subscribe to your guy. Bye-bye now. Yada da. Oh, bye.